just a quick heads up. We talk a lot in our list ahead of time about AdMech and their insane amount of new rules. So if you are uninterested in that, it's a fun chat. But if you are uninterested in that, just skip ahead. I'm going to label in the video where the game starts. There we go. Okay, great. I hope that stays recording and doesn't stop partway through, because sometimes it does that. I once had I was literally like filming this thing, and then somebody called part of the way through. Yeah. It was before I put everything on. Do not disturb, and then they just we went and talked for 40 minutes, and none of it was recording. Somebody called it.
These are the perils of filming at home.
Ah, jeez. Hello. This week's episode, I'm going to be playing against AdMech with my friend Toby.
Woo!
He bought the AdMech Codex yesterday, and you said you just spent all day just pouring through it. You even played a game yesterday?
I did. So I had it shipped to Games Workshop because I figured that was the most reliable way to get it day one.
Probably, yeah.
I went there, picked it up right as they opened, and then drove straight to a 2v2 3,000 point game. I brought 1,500 points.
With a steaming fresh codex.
Yeah, with a steaming fresh codex. And it did really, really well. It was kind of a slaughter. We were playing against Gene Stiller cults, and they need a lot of love right now anyway. But it was a great learning experience for everyone involved. And thanks to Chris, Aiden, and Scott for helping me prepare for the day.
Yeah, we were talking a lot before this just about there's so much new stuff in here. And it's a lot to keep track of, and I appreciate you studying it in advance. I'm not going to know what's happening, so I'm going to ask a lot of questions, and I'm going to rely on your. And as you said, if you're not going to purposefully be deceptive because people will point that out.
Yeah, so hold me accountable, people in the comments. And I apologize in advance for how many times I'm going to have to look at the book.
No,
but it'll be good.
Hopefully people are forgiving about that, because it's literally a day old at this point.
And there's so much in the book. I mean, those of you who have read the Goonhammer review of the book will know this wonderful quote, which is every single part of this codex, there was a simple choice and a complicated choice, and the authors chose violence. It is just so much. I went home after the game yesterday and my brain was just fried, but I kept reading because that's the way the Mechanicus do it.
Hell yeah, just push through it. Just absorb as much as you can, even if the cogitator can't hold it.
That's right. And it is stuffed.
But yeah, cool. I'm just going to start with my Grey Knights, get the boring old Grey Knights list out of the way, and then we'll jump right into your extensive list. You have so many models.
I have so many models. It is, it's a lot.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's start with me. So first I wanted to mention in the last 12 hours, I've gotten a lot of comments and messages from people who are asking me that now that I know because the Grey Knights points have leaked, the Codex points have leaked, right. Not the errata that they gave us,
right.
That we have to hold on to until the Codex, but the prices for our Terminators going up when they're having 3 wounds and things like that. And I've had a bunch of people ask me if I'm going to play a game, just give my guys an extra wound and use the new points.
Right.
I'm not going to, because who knows what else is changing with the Codex.
Yeah.
I understand the temptation entirely. I can see what my Terminator is going to cost with 3 wounds, so I might as well give them 3 wounds and then just use those new prices. But genuinely, I have absolutely no idea what other aspects of the Codex are going to be there. And those points are considering the balance of the new book, not the book I have now with the additional wound. So I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah, I had the similar thing going into this week. Most of the AdMech Codex was spoiled, the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
And you look through it and you're like, okay, I think I get an idea of what's going on. And then you get the book and you look through it and you're like, there was so much I thought I had, and yet there's so much more you have to stack on top of that. So really, you want to wait until you have everything in your hands.
Absolutely. And so knowing that, I'm just sticking with my Terminators with 2 wounds, my Purifier squad, they got 1 wound. But yeah, I'm doing a battalion today. I just had a terrifying fear that it stopped recording. Let me check real quick.
The Omnissiah protects.
Speaking of the Omnissiah in my HQs, I am bringing a Techmarine today. Which I thought would be fun because the Techmarine to the Grey Knights, every other chapter, they go to Mars and they train for 10, 12 years, something like that.
They come least.
Back. And so it'll be fun having a Techmarine here playing against Mars in particular. That'll be an interesting little matchup. Also, My Techmarine has a name. He has a nameplate now. His name is Abel, and he was named by one of my Patreon supporters. And it's just he has an identity now. So we'll see if he gets smoked immediately. Turn one.
I have incentive.
But hopefully, brother Abel is going to meet his former schoolmates. What would you call these guys?
I mean, there's a mix of them, and so I could imagine that he's got former like people he worked with, former mentors in there.
Mentors, that's a good call. I like that one. So we'll see if his. So I have given him a relic to reflect his like advanced training and tools that he has gotten, not just from Mars, but from Deimos, the Forge world around Titan.
They really need rules.
Yeah, they're so cool. But he has the Aetheric Conduit, so he's healing my vehicles 2d3 as opposed to 1d3. And speaking of vehicles, I'm also bringing a Grandmaster Nemesis Dreadknight. He is my Warlord today. He's got the First to the Fray Warlord trait. It's becoming my catchphrase at this point. It's the only good Grey Knight's Warlord trait. He doesn't have a relic. I have given him the Hammer, which is an extra 10 points. He also has a Psycannon and a Gatling Silencer. So he's going to be putting out a lot of shots, and he's going to be absolutely brutal in melee. If he comes into contact with something, unless it has an invuln, it's guaranteed to be destroyed.
Yes.
But yeah, I gave him the Dreadknight teleporter as well, so he's going to be up in space. I also have a Chaplain today. Yeah, and he also has a name. I got all my names recently for them. His name is Chaplain Ikrail, and he is going to... I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use him this game, but I have given him Armored Resilience as the spell that he knows, so that he can make sure somebody around him, an infantry unit only, is -1 to being wounded. So I imagine he's going to be marching around with some Terminators.
Makes sense.
By the way, as always, I'm not going to list every spell I have because it's so many. If you're curious what spells I'm using, go into the comments or go into the description of the video, and you'll see my list there. But yeah, he's going to be support. He's going to be hanging back and just casting spells and chanting his litanies, giving people a few buffs. For whatever reason, my Chaplain always survives and always kicks ass in combat. I just always make his 4-up Rosaria saves. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He's not even a particularly like beefy melee-focused character. He just is incredibly lucky.
Well, I don't have a great track record with killing characters. I kill everything else. But now that I especially can only take one sniper arquebus per 10 Scutari,
oh, wow.
I'm not bringing them anymore, which is sad because I made 4.
Really cool.
But yeah, so he may continue that track record today.
We'll find out. Troops-wise, I'm bringing 3 units of Terminators. I'm bringing 1 squad with halberds. They're going to be my vehicle killers, so I've given the Justicar the Nemesis Demon Hammer, which I'm sure, well, maybe you're not aware, it didn't get the Thunder Hammer nerf, so it's still -3 and 3 damage, and only 15 points.
Oh.
And then I've got a mixed squad of swords and halberds, just because that's what they're modeled with. And then I've got a squad of swords, because I think swords are cool. You have a lot of T3 models. Maybe that'll help there.
Most of them.
Yeah. And the Justicar for the sword squad also has been named. His name is Cicero, which is fun. Justicar Cicero.
I love those nameplates. They're so cool.
They're so rad. Seriously, check out Versatile Terrain. The website is fantastic, and they have all the... It's like $2 to print off nameplate.
I need to do that.
I did it for my entire Space Marines army and spent like $100 just naming every, and that was too much. Like all of my intercessors have their own individual nameplates, and that was too much. I just ran out of Persian names to give them.
Great for Kill Team, though.
Great for Kill Team. Oh, and Necromunda. And I like to give it to special characters, like my actual characters or like the sergeants of my squads, that kind of thing. Let's see. That was my troops. Elites. I only have 2 elites choices today. I've got Purifier Squad, 10 men, 4 silences in there. Everybody else has warding staves. I've also got a Paladin Ancient. I'm not giving him a sword because he doesn't need it. Hopefully he's just not going to be in melee anyway. But I am giving him a second relic, spending a command point on that, and he has the Banner of Refining Flame, which turns it into a 6-inch smite that deals d6 damage. So hopefully that'll be good at cracking some vehicles. I'm relying on smites a lot recently, I've noticed, for cracking vehicles.
Yeah.
And this works really well.
So I have at least a good new option in the Codex for that, which is a 1 CP strat to ignore mortal wounds on 4s on vehicles.
What?
So that is going to be very helpful.
That's just a better version of a stratagem that I have. This is just a better version of True Silver Armor. It's like True Silver Armor, but better.
I mean, to be fair, we have literally no other way of dealing with Psychic right now, unless you're Graia, which is the worst Forge world. So, you know, I gotta have something.
Oh, well, maybe they'll improve mine. We'll find out.
We'll see.
And then last, I have a heavy support. I'm bringing a Land Raider Banisher, which is my Forge World Land Raider. It's got the twin heavy Psycannon up top and the 2 heavy incinerators, I believe is what we call them, which are just worse flamestorm cannons.
Oh, good.
It's like a flamestorm cannon, but -1 AP instead of -2.
Oh.
Same price. But Psycannons are cool, and Grey Knights are cool, so I'm going to bring it. And then I've got 2 Dreadknights. Yeah, they're equipped as I always equip them. One of them has 2 fists, heavy incinerator and the Gatling Silencer, and the other one just has a sword and a Gatling Silencer. I'm also giving them Dreadknight teleporters, so they'll come in from space, land somewhere and kill something. That's their plan. Yeah, that's my whole list. Any questions on that?
Nope. It's gonna be an interesting one.
It's gonna be they're either incredibly durable or they will die immediately.
Yeah, I'm not really sure like what I'm gonna do because I've only ever played against Grey Knights and Kill Team, so this is gonna be learning for me.
Yeah.
But that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
We're about dissecting you to learn about you. So that's what I'm gonna do.
And I should mention this is my first time ever playing against AdMech, so I am very excited.
Lots of learning.
All right, Toby, you want to just jump in?
Yeah, so this is gonna be a bit of a long introduction because
Go for it. I have coffee and I have nothing but
So
time.
I am, I got the book yesterday. I have to remind myself everything that's in here, and we want to just like go into a little bit of detail so that if you're an AdMech player or you're going to be playing a lot of AdMech and you want to know like what's in the book now, I have taken a lot of what's in the book that is new.
He has so many models.
We are gonna go piece by piece, and I guess we will start with HQ. I have 5 HQs today, and five tech priests, and there's not a full overlap of those.
Is Tech Priest a keyword?
It is a keyword now, and it actually is relevant for strategies, for
weird.
stratagems, and a couple of other things. So I have a data smith in the list who I'll talk about later, but he is the only non-HQ tech priest that you can take, and I do have one for reasons that will be explained. But then I also have another HQ who is not a tech priest, who is the Scutari Marshal.
So he's not a Tech Priest.
He is not a tech priest. He is.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, he's the only Scutari HQ you can take, and super valuable unit, really cheap. But yeah, I'll just go down.
Go
down the
top.
list. So I guess we'll start with the Scutari Marshal. So this is the only really new unit that came out with the Codex that was released yesterday. And they are essentially lieutenants, although they're not as fighty as lieutenants.
So you picked him up yesterday as well.
Yeah,
You
I
painted
bought him.
all in one day.
I brought him. I played that game with him in the car, and then I went home and immediately put him together, sprayed him, ate dinner, and then painted him for 4 hours. And
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, I wanted to get him on the table. I wanted to get him some screen time.
Excellent.
And so he's rolling up. He is. So what they can do is one, they have the 6-inch reroll 1s to wound for Scutari core. I think it's for Scutari core only. And the book is now split into there is Cult Mechanicus units and Scutari units.
Kind of like how it was in...
Yeah, in 7th edition
yeah.
when they were separate books. Now they're still in the same book, but they have different keywords. And there's only one Cult Mechanicus core unit base, which is it's the 2 kinds of Electro Priests. But then a lot of the Scutari units are core. All your base Scutari troops, your Scutari your Sidonian Dragoons, your Balistarii, these are the Chicken Walkers, they're core. You get core on the Cavalry, the Raiders,
Cool.
and the Sulphur Hounds. You get core on the Rust Stalkers, you get core on the Infiltrators.
Wait,
There's a
what?
lot of... There's pretty much everything except the vehicles, which the Doomcrawlers are also Scutari, but they don't have core. So pretty much everything that's not a vehicle that's Scutari is core. I have to double check if the Taraxi are core, but it's kind of nuts.
That's weird.
And it is one of the reasons that a unit which I did not bring today, the Balistarii, is one of the best units in the game now, because they're just incredibly efficient gun platforms that also are core, and you can just
plus
buff them to hell.
cannons.
Yeah, and they will melt anything, but they're $50 a box for one model, and I don't have the money to make 6 right now. So, which is
fine. I can appreciate. I probably appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. That would have been a little much again. Before you get your codex, especially that would have been a bit much. But
all right, and
all right. So into the list. He has that. He also has Control Edict, which is he can select one Scutari unit within one Scutari core unit within 9 inches of him to ignore the downside of a Doctrina imperative. And so Doctrina imperative.
Oh my god!
This is going to be what it's like today. Every time I talk, I'm going to bring up a new rule.
Excellent.
In 8th edition, you had Canticles, there were 6 of them. You could roll for them, or you could pick them. You could never repeat them except with stratagems. And these were army-wide buffs for your units. Those still exist, but they only affect Cult Mechanicus units now, unless you're playing Mars, which I am. And so then they also affect your Scutari. So for all intents and purposes, I have Canticles the same as 8th now. It's just they're slightly different than they were in 8th.
Okay.
They're much better. But on top of that now, your Scutari units get another set of I don't want to call them buffs because they're double-edged, but they're called Doctrina imperatives. And these affect all your Scutari units, and there's 4 of them. And you can choose, you have to have a unit called the Doctrina Assembler, it's a keyword, on the board, and that's all your HQs basically. And as long as they are on the board, then you can do a Doctrina every turn, but you can never repeat them. And there's only 4, so you can't do one every turn.
Wow, I should have brought a assassin.
Yeah, I think I have 6 Doctrina guys, so it would be pretty hard to take them away from me.
Oh, I just realized I promised somebody on YouTube that I would take an assassin in this match, and I didn't. Sorry! Next time.
I almost brought one too. I almost brought my Colexis, in part because I knew it would make Graham angry, because I always bring it against him. But no, I was like, it's a new book. I'll bring all AdMech. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so continuing the long-winded discussion of the first HQ, one Scutari core unit within 9 inches. Every Doctrina has a positive and negative. So there's +1 ballistic skill, -1 weapon skill for all Scutari.
Oh yeah, I remember Warhammer community previewed that.
And so he can pick one Scutari core within 9 inches and negate the negative.
Cool.
So
for the round?
For the round.
Okay.
And he can do that every round.
Nice.
So really handy, if you're doing like the +1 to save, -3 to the movement, you can make your speedy guys not lose their movement. You can also take, if you're doing the ballistic skill buff, you can keep your weapon skill on a good melee unit, that kind of stuff. Okay. He's going to be seen a lot in competitive lists because he just does a lot of really good stuff. He's only 45 points.
It sounds like his data sheet is like an entire chapter.
Yeah, it's funny because it looks small in the book, but then you think about the implications of it and all there's like Scutari specific warlord traits now, and it's just a lot. But he's basically just a buffing character. He's pretty weak otherwise, easy to kill, has a terrible gun, has a decent basically force stave that does 1 damage for a weapon. It's probably not even that close to a force stave. That was just like the first thing I could think of that looks like that.
Force stave is like strength 6 AP1.
But it's like it's like a +2 strength AP1 D1 something like that.
Like a mace.
Anyway, he's not for fighting. He's for buffing. So that's my first HQ. And then we get into Toby's interdisciplinarily College of Arts and Sciences, which is what I'm now calling all my tech priests in honor of my wife, who is a professor of genocide and military history. So
that's fascinating.
It's pretty cool. And she, I think, would be very much on board when she sees this of what I'm doing with my fighting professors here.
Oh, I'm so curious.
But so the first one of them is my Tech Priest Dominus. So these are you're basically your captains. They used to only reroll hit rolls of 1 in shooting. Now they do it in shooting and melee. Otherwise,
I didn't know it was restricted to shooting.
Yeah. It used to be AdMech melee was still good at the end of 8th edition, but like there wasn't a lot of buff support for it except for specific stratagems.
They were primarily a shooting army.
Yeah, and now they're a lot better. So the Dominus still has that. He's got his repair, D3 repair on vehicle. Well, actually, it's on any AdMech model. They did lose their regen D3 wounds every turn, which is, or maybe I think it was only 1 on them was D3 on call or something. But anyway, they don't have that anymore, but they can still get repaired by other tech priests.
Cool.
So they have that. and I have put on him...
He's your warlord, right?
He is my warlord, and his warlord trait is Masterwork Bionics, which gives him a 4-up in Bolt instead of a 5-up, and he reduces 1 damage from every, failed save.
That's really good.
So that'll keep him alive a little bit longer.
Is he T4?
He is T4.
Okay.
It's 5 wounds, 2-up safe base. So they're reasonably survivable. They're still not great fighters. Their guns got a little bit of buff. He has a Volkite Blaster, which is... it's like heavy 3, strength 6,
6s do mortal wounds.
6s do 2 mortal wounds now. That's one of the ways they buffed it. So it's AP 0, but D2 now, and it does 2 mortal wounds on a 6 to wound in addition to other damage.
So just a 6 will just kill.
Yeah, but it's only 24-inch range. It is better now though. I also, for 5 points, gave him a Phosphor Serpenta, which is a strength 5 AP 1D1, assault 1, 18 inches, ignores dense cover, which is interesting.
That's very particular.
Yeah. All the phosphor weapons now, they used to be just ignore the benefits of cover for the targets, and now it's specifically dense cover.
That's kind of cool. And the -1 from trees and stuff.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
It makes sense because when I think phosphor, I think a flare.
Yeah, so they're lighting stuff up, and there's now a relic in the book where if you land a hit with one, it lights it up for... you get an aura for that guy. All your units within 6 of him now ignore dense cover against the unit he hit. So
That's cool.
It's like we got marker lights because AdMech's thing is stealing the best parts of other books and doing them better because I guess G-Dub loves us. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you have a relic that's marker lights. That's tremendous. Yeah, how do you feel about that, Derek?
Okay, and so then the other thing that I have done with the Dominus is given him a Holy Order. And Holy Orders are different.
Holy
now.
shit,
I know,
there's so much going
it's
on.
Nuts. So this is Holy Orders in the AdMech book. There's 4 of them. Every Tech Priest character you have, you can pay the points to give them a Holy Order. You can only do 1, I'm pretty sure, of each in your army. But you can do all 4 of them if you want. And they do 2 things, really 3 things. The first is each one gives you a once per game 1 CP discount on a specific kind of stratagem.
Okay.
And so
FPs or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And so in this case, I have given him Logi, I don't know. Lagi. And that's the most expensive one. And that gives you a 1 CP reduction on strategics. Strategic plays, I think is what it is.
Maybe.
So I don't have access to those. That category. And then the other thing that they do is they have an initial part and an advanced part. And so the initial part, you start off with a buff that you can give to any, usually core unit or Cataphron unit. Cataphrons aren't core anymore. Within a 6 inches or 9 inches of the guy. And in this case, the buff is a core unit within, I believe, 9 of him. Might be 6. It's within 6. A core unit within 6 can ignore AP1 or AP2 weapons. They become AP0.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. And so that's the initial part, and then the advanced part, you have to do an action in your command phase with the model.
Good. I like when they incorporate that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And so then they lose all their auras and everything for a turn, which kind of sucks. But then you get usually a better buff that replaces the old one. In the case of this particular Holy Order, the buff that you get if you do the action is you can select a unit and they then ignore cover against the people they're shooting at. But I don't actually think that's better in this particular case.
It's not. I mean, it's fine.
Which might be why this one is the most expensive, because you don't have to use the action to get that. You just get it from the beginning.
Okay. And
so not losing your auras and everything for a turn is a great way to keep your buffs up with your Dominus, which is why I put it on him. So that's the next HQ.
Second HQ.
Third HQ, I brought a Tech Priest Manipulus. These guys are changed somewhat from the last book. What they used to do is they had 2 buffs you chose at the beginning of your command phase, which one was boost movement and charge rolls, one was boost range. Now they just have 1 buff that isn't, you just choose 1 core unit, 1 Skitarii core unit within, I think it's 9 of them. And that unit, all their radium, arc, and galvanic weapons, which are basically your troop weapons and then your arc weapons, they get an extra 6-inch range and an extra AP.
Oh, cool.
Which is pretty nice.
Nice. So galvanic rifles become heavy 2, 36 inches, and AP2?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And radium weapons become 24 inch AP1.
They're still strength 3 though, right?
They are still strength 3, but they have a new rule, which I'll talk about when we get to troops. So yeah, he has that. I can also repair, and I have spent a CP on him, giving him Archaeotech Specialist, gets the extra Relic strat, and I've given him Raiment of the Techno Martyr, which gives him 5 up, feel no pain, and he can select one core unit within 3 inches of him, and they ignore the cover on they ignore all ballistic skill modifiers on people they shoot, which I brought specifically because of Tide of Shadows.
Wait, ballistic skill modifiers?
Yes. So we will have to, let's see, it's hit roll or and ballistic skill modifier.
Sorry, I was gonna say
hit roll and ballistic skill modifier.
Tide of Shadows is a hit roll modifier.
Fine. It's both. So I did that. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I forgot something on. No, that was just the only relic. Okay, so then.
Fourth HQ.
Fourth HQ. So the way this works with the battalion is there's a new AdMech rule called Brotherhood of the Cog. For every Dominus and or Manipulus you take, you are allowed 1 Techno-Archaeologist or Engine Seer without a detachment slot.
Well, that's fun.
So Engine Seers, you know them, you love them. They're a little bit better now. I have brought 1. I've not given him any sort of buffs, but what they can do, their pistol got a little bit better. But the thing they do now is they can select 1 vehicle within 3 inches of them in the command phase to get +1 ballistic skill.
Okay, so very similar to Techmarines in Space Marine.
Yeah, exactly. And so they have Awaken the Machines now, and there's a stratagem called Tech Adept, which used to let you repair twice. You can still use it to repair twice, but you can also use it to awaken a machine twice. So for 1 CP, he can give 2 vehicles within 3 inches of him.
Can you repair the same vehicle twice?
It doesn't say that anymore. It used to say that, so I don't think you can anymore.
Okay.
But somebody feel free to correct me in the comments if that is not true. I'm not 100% sure. So I have Brotherhood of the Cogged in 1 Engine Seer. I have also Brotherhood of the Cogged in a Techno-Archaeologist. This is a new unit, which it's a generic HQ that is replacing Daedalosus, who was a Blackstone Fortress special character.
Daedalosus isn't there anymore.
He's not in the book. And so I don't think you can take him anymore. But his model is now a Techno-Archaeologist.
Okay, cool.
They're not as good as Daedalosus was.
Daedalosus was taken in like every list.
Yeah, because he's a +1 to hit on a unit within, I think it was 18 or something. Anyway, what the Techno-Archaeologist does is 55 points, and he has an aura of no deep strike or no reinforcements within 12. So you can't drop anyone. Yeah, which is the main reason to bring him, I think. The other thing he has is he can pick 1 core unit or Cataphron unit within 6 or something of him, and they can, if it's a Cataphron unit, they can do actions as if they were infantry. And both kinds of targets for it can do an action and still shoot. Which I didn't take any secondaries that require actions, so it's probably not going to be relevant this game, but good if you're running a lot of Cataphrons. You can, 1, they can still do actions, 2, they can actions and shoot. This is taking a long time.
Oh no, I was just making sure the camera was still going.
Okay, good.
I wasn't. This is fascinating.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff.
All right, was that all your HQs?
So that's all my HQs.
We did it.
We got through the HQs. That is the most complicated part of the army right now. I did forget the Techno-Archaeologist. I did give a Holy Order as well. He is a Magi. And the Magi, I actually don't. I think the first thing they get, their initial part is +2 to advance rolls or something for a unit within 6. But they have their advanced part, which you get after you do an action, is the exploding 6s to hit on shooting, which was the old, really overpowered Divinations of the Magos.
Just for him.
No, it's for 1 core unit within 6, I want to say.
Damn.
Yeah, and I keep, seem like I don't know my ranges, it's because they're really variable. It's 3, 6, or 9 for everything, but it's kind of inconsistent which of those it is.
Strange.
So I have to keep looking and see which one is 6, which one is 9, which one is 3. So is that, and I think it also refunds Epic 1 CP discount on Epic Deed Stratagems.
I am genuinely impressed that you have all of this. Like,
it's I mean,
the fact that you're rattling most of it off is tremendous.
It's I'm again next to my friends who played that game with me yesterday, because this would be so much harder if I hadn't at least gotten through it. Gotten through this, and so it's just stratagems. There's so much.
But your troops got to be pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, they are. So first troops unit is a unit of Cataphren destroyers. I have brought them with heavy grav cannons and phosphor blasters, which is now their default loadout. They're 40 points apiece with that loadout. They are now bikers, not infantry.
I think that's a good change. Honestly.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I mean, they've got wheels for tracks for legs. So it makes sense to me. They have a rule now which lets them move through. It lists specific parts of terrain, but basically move through the walls of breachable terrain as if they were infantry, but they can't go up.
Yeah.
So no putting your guys up on like the third floor of a building, because they can't just like track vertically up a wall.
This makes sense.
Yeah. So that's cool. Other than that, like I said, they are Cult Mechanicus. They don't have core anymore. So they're not going to get a lot of the core buffs, but there are a lot of stratagems and other stuff in the book that specifically call them out as targets. So even though they're not getting like core rerolls, they are still eligible for a lot of buffs.
Okay.
And so they're still good units. Scutari are going to probably be the thing you see the most from now on, but I still like them. Heavy grav cannons are great against power armor armies.
Yeah. AP3,
AP3, D. It's D2 now, flat D2 on things with save of 3 or better.
Okay. I mean, that'll still kill Terminator.
Yeah, exactly. And the strength 5.
Still kill my Terminators.
Yeah, and 5 shots piece. So that's pretty good. Phosphor blasters or whatever. Then I've got 2 units of Rangers. One is a 10-man unit. I don't have any special weapons on it. It does have an Omni Specs, which ignores light cover. If their targets have light cover. And then I have a unit of 5 who do not have anything. They're just a flat unit of 5. Their galvanic rifles are now heavy 2, AP, strength 4, AP 1 damage.
Such a great change.
Great change. Makes them much more fluffy, I feel like. They have a strat to become rapid fire 2 for 2 CP. So with a max unit of 20, you can do 80 shots within 15 inches, which is pretty nuts. But they, and that's one of the changes in the book too to Scutari troops, is they can now be taken in units of 20. Before it was max 10. They also changed how heavy weapons work, or special weapons. Before you could take 2 for every for 5-man units and 3 for 10-man units. Now you can take 1 if it's less than 10. If you have 10, you can take 1 of each kind, which is a plasma caliber, an arc rifle, or a transuranic arquebus. And if you have 20, I believe you can take 2 of each kind.
Okay. I saw a lot of plasma-ish looking weapons.
Yeah, so what I have in there, I have 2 units of Vanguard. I've got 1 10-man unit of Vanguard, which has a plasma caliber and an arc rifle and an Omni Specs. And the sergeant has a phosphor blast pistol and an arc maul, which is just like the cool, like fluffy. This is the guy on the front of the old Codex had that guy on the front of it. And then the rest have radium carbines. And then the 5-man unit has, the sergeant has a taser gun and a radium pistol, because I didn't have enough radium carbine models, so it WYSIWYG'd it. And they have an arc rifle as well.
Excellent. I appreciate WYSIWYG.
And then our arc rifles are really cool now. They have AP2. They auto wound all vehicles on a 4-up. They do flat 3 against vehicles. And there's a 1 CP strat for whenever they successfully wound a vehicle with arc, you can make that vehicle be as if it had half as many wounds on its table.
Oh, interesting.
So it really, I actually, there was a shadow sword in the game I played yesterday, and I forgot that stratagem. I did 3 damage to it with an arc rifle, and then afterwards I was like, oh my god, I could have halved its wounds if I had remembered that. So don't forget that rule. It's so cool. Yeah. So that's my, it also means that your arc rifle breachers are a lot better now too. And they were already really good. So anyway, that's my troops.
Excellent.
We'll keep powering through.
We're doing great.
This is going to be a long one, I can tell.
Doing elites now?
Yeah, so we'll move on to elites. I have 2 elite units. We've got a 10-man unit of Fulgurites. These are your Fulgurite Electro Priests.
Boom.
They're slightly changed from before. They now, when they destroy a unit before they got a 3-up invuln, it now becomes a 4-up invuln.
Good change.
And yeah, definitely reasonable. It also, they have, when they charge, for each of them that ends in engagement range, you do a mortal wound on the charged unit on a 6. If you destroy a unit, that becomes a 5. So they got, like, they lost one of the invuln points, but your charge buff's a little better. And they, they do... I think their weapons got changed as well to do 2 damage instead of D3 damage, but I have to check the codex because Battlescribe is not fully up to date. Props to the guy who got stuff out for it yesterday.
This is, at least for me in the armies that I care about, unprecedented to see Battlescribe update the day that the codex
it was.
Kudos to you, AdMech guy.
Thank you. You have done so much work for us, and they're continuing to log all the stuff that is incomplete. But a huge help to me. But otherwise, Electro Priests are the same. They're still a great melee munching unit. Do a lot of mortal wounds. 5-up, invuln, 5-up, feel no pain. We'll see. Sometimes they just get shot off the board by Stormbolters. Sometimes they do a lot of work. We'll see how they do. But then we have one of my favorite units in the Codex. I have a 5-man unit of Sicarian Ruststalkers, which used to be really bad, and then got kind of better with Engine War, and now are very good. And they are... So these are like the cool spindly-limbed assassin guys.
Yeah, all the swords everywhere.
And so they are Strength 4 T3 2-wound models with 8-inch move and 4-up save. They have 3 attacks base except the Princeps, who has 4 attacks. And the thing that really helps them out now is that their weapons got buffed. Before they were AP 0, and if they did a 6 to wound, they did a mortal wound, and then that was it. And now... they're the blades, which is what I brought. They're +1 strength, so they're strength 5 with them. AP 3, the mortal wound is an addition. And so that's pretty cool.
So power swords that can also
they're power swords that do mortal wounds. They also have this weird rule called Optimized Gate, which ignores movement modifiers, but doesn't ignore... It's the same thing the Death Guard get, where
they don't technically
ignore craters, but they ignore movement modifiers.
Stupid.
And they...
Tragedy. As we were filming our lists, my phone's machine spirit gave out. Yay. I'm not sure what happened. I think it was a memory issue, which doesn't make much sense to me. But fortunately, we got through Toby's HQs, which were the most complicated part of his army. And also, Toby's a really, really, good 40k player, so he explains a lot of what he's doing throughout the game. So, not going to miss much. You're still going to get a lot of detail about this strange and incredibly complicated new codex that the AdMech have. As far as the game goes, we are playing Battle Lines from the Grand Tournament 2020 book. So if you look that up, you can see the deployment. It's very straightforward. There's not a whole lot of strangeness with it. In any case, that's it. Just pay attention and Toby will go through anything weird and complicated about his army. And of course, as always, if you have any specific questions about any strange rules interactions, the lists are going to be in the description. And just ask. I'll be very happy to explain, or contract Toby to explain, because I don't understand his army at all. Enjoy.
So, here we are. We're all deployed. A fun, destroyed hive world. A ruined hive world.
I think it's fun.
Yeah, you think it's fun. A ruined hive world. A lot of ruins here, a lot of obscuring terrain, and look at how cool all of this AdMech is right there.
Yay!
You were setting this up, and I was just thinking, wow, that's a lot of wounds.
It is. It's surprisingly, especially when you think these guys aren't huge. 7 wounds apiece, 6 wounds apiece. You know.
6 wounds apiece for the Iron Striders?
Yeah.
What?
And they got a buff to their saves. They're now 3-up saves instead of 4-up.
That is madness.
Yeah.
Madness, I say.
Keep rattling stuff off the whole game about...
I appreciate that. Genuinely, just keep, as you're doing everything, just keep explaining what it all does.
Because it's just going to keep popping up.
He had a really complicated time deciding where he was going to put stuff based off of what's core, what can benefit from various things. But yeah.
Put it all down.
So just real quickly, the battlefield, we've got 4 objectives. We've got 1 hidden down here. We've got 1 over there. We've got 1 that his little Daedalus, his wannabe, is sitting on. And then we've got 1 under here. My deployments, I put my 3 Dreadknights into space alongside Techmarine brother Abel. He had to pay a command point to put him into Deep Strike. Because
because he doesn't have the teleport strike ability, which is surprising. But yeah, otherwise I have a couple of Terminator squads sitting here and a Chaplain. And my Purifiers and my Paladin Ancient are in the Land Raider. You want to give me a quick rundown of what your thought process was?
At first I was like, oh, what can I do to, one, get... So that objective, there's the Archaeo Vault.
Oh, yes, for his secondaries.
I want to be able to pile onto that. Obviously, I want to be able to hold on to it as long as I can. And then I was like, okay, I got all this backfield. Stuff's going to end up there. It's going to, tear me down. What do I do about that? And then I was like, I don't have a good plan for that. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put everything at the front. It's going to move forward and, try and clear as much as it can and grab those objectives that I need for the secondaries. Mm-hmm. And then I would just react to where things drop as they drop and try to deal with that. I did try this guy's got his 12-inch deep strike denial. These guys are sort of trying to screen. There's cataphrons in that building that are sort of helping.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're hidden back here.
But in general, I'm going to rely on all my new durability buffs to get me through the uncertainty of where your guys are going to be, and then react in the moment to where they are.
Yep.
And yeah.
Fortunately, nothing in my army has a range of over 24 inches.
Yeah. Whereas a lot of my stuff has like 48-inch range, 36-inch range.
So you will have an advantage until I close in.
Also, this guy is 100% here for cinematic effect. It is not an optimal place for him.
No, but it looks so cool.
It just looks awesome.
Just preaching from up there. All right, and the Archaea Vaults, like we mentioned with the secondaries, I got to choose where this was, so it's there, which means he's going to try to grab that one. Yep. And yeah, I think it's a really good one, especially in combination with Vital Ground, the mission secondary, and the primary objectives. Yep. It's going to be really handy.
It's going to be a lot of blood in that part of the
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, all that's left to do is to roll. See who goes first. Oh, you have a Mechanicus dice.
Yeah.
That's fun.
This is so expensive for dice, but I just had to have them.
Of course. All right, would you like to roll first, sir?
I will. A 1!
A good start.
We're just blinded by knowledge.
A 6!
All right.
All right, let's do it. Cool. So, Grey Knights are going to go first. Yeah, I'm going to be in Tide of Shadows. Surprise! And I'm going to just do my Chaplain's Litany right now. I'm trying to think which one I want him to do. We're going to give Invocation of Focus. No. Okay, so my Chaplain, Chaplain Ikrail, is going to try and chant the Invocation of Projection? Recitation of Protection. Some sort of yelling liturgy of protection, or projection.
If it's not in binary, I don't want to hear
There we go. So if I get a 3-up, then all of my bolt weapons and side weapons, the range is extended by 6 inches. Hey, buddy! All right, so nobody listens to him. You have some pre-battle things to do.
Too much binary screaming. Yes. So, just a reminder, we briefly mentioned I am playing Mars. Mars Dogma means all of my army gets the benefits of Canticles instead of just the Cult Mechanicus units. And they get to reroll 1 hit roll every time they shoot or fight.
Wow.
Yeah, very good. So I'm starting with Shroud Psalm as my Canticle. That's pretty classic. Whole army counts as being in light cover.
Cool.
And then, as my Doctrina imperative, all my Scutari will get +1 to their saves and -3 to their movement. And important note is it's to the characteristics, so things that ignore movement modifiers don't ignore that because their characteristic goes down. So
interesting. So they're going to get +1 to their saves and they're in cover.
Yes.
Wow. Damn. All right. Sure.
Yeah. And so it's functionally +2 for all the Scutari and +1 for non-cover ignoring things for the Mechanicus.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to do my movements turn 1 and we'll come right back. All right. There's not a whole lot to do. We just sort of fanned out with my Terminators. My Chaplain, his litany having failed, he's going to figure out what he needs to do in a minute. But at the moment, we've got a couple of things going on right here. These Terminators right here, we're going to just move to the Psychic phase. They know Gate Infinity. These guys know Sanctuary. These guys are going to cast Sanctuary.
Hey, all right.
That's...
They do.
I can't afford to lose wounds to perils, so I'm going to drop down to 9 command points because I did just spend 1 to reroll in advance for that group as well. They're costing me command points. If you wouldn't mind dropping me to 9.
Yeah,
let's do it.
oh,
It's right next to the crock pot. All right, so Sanctuary goes off. My Land Raider has a 5-up invulnerable save. Might be handy.
Yeah, I think it could be.
These guys over here are going to cast Gate of Infinity onto the Land Raider. They also get it, and it does not perils. Thank God. Okay, cool.
Where are they going?
I'm going to pick him up and put him here-ish. So he just wants to get closer, just enough so that he can grab this objective and kind of start contesting everything here. This looks like a good idea. My Chaplain is going to cast Armored Resilience. He gets it. He puts it on to these Terminators. So they have -1 to being wounded.
Okay.
Actually, what's the range on those robot guns?
24.
Whoa. Yeah, he's going to put it on them. Okay, cool. So they have -1 to being wounded. He has a 5-up invuln. I'm just going to move right into my shooting phase, if you don't mind. Let me just make sure this is exactly 9 inches, because the goal is to have him be as close as possible to all this nonsense without... Whoop. Perfect. Great. Okay. That's the goal there. Wonderful. Yeah, just gonna move right into my shooting phase. We're gonna take his heavy twin Psycannon, or just regular twin Psycannon. These are 2 wounds each.
Yes, those guys are 2 wounds each.
We're gonna blast them away. Are they T4?
T3.
T3?
Yeah.
Lovely. What's their save at the moment? They've got a lot going on.
2 up. Hold on. It's 1 up, technically, because they've got light cover. No, so they go from light cover to 3 up, an extra 1 for their own innate rule, which is Wasteland Stalkers, +1 when they're benefiting from cover, and they get +1 from the Doctrina. So
wow.
It's a 1 up save.
That's obscene.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then. 1 up save, you say?
Yeah.
That sucks.
And
well,
I didn't even get to use the command thing on them yet.
Okay. I'm gonna... T7?
Yes.
Okay. T6.
Yes.
I'm gonna put everything into those. See what happens.
It's not a bad strat.
Okay, cool. Heavy side, they're minus... Oh, they're -1.
They are -1 to hit innately, yes.
Man, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Nothing just feels good to shoot. Wow. All right.
The 10-man unit of Rangers.
Damn it, they're all the way up there. They're not a
are.
threat to me. I'm just going to put it all into this. I think they're... I'm going to rely on you getting some 2s.
All right.
That melee they have just sounds bad. All right, so hitting on 3s with the heavy Psycannon. Gross. Good start. Wounding on 2s. All right, 2 at AP1.
All right, so this is still on their 2 ups because they're 1 up save.
We did it!
There it was. Is that 1 damage?
2 damage.
I mean, command point. It's kind of early days. I think I can afford to lose 1.
You lose a guy.
All right.
Cool. Here comes my Stormbolter. Wow, I'm just rolling a lot of misses. Wounding on a 3. Okay, 1 wound, no AP.
2 up. All right. Well,
Okay.
poor rolling, but hey.
And then 2d6 for the heavy incinerators. 7. And these are strength 6. So wounding on 2s. Come on, guy. Okay, cool. That's 6 more at AP 1 because heavy incinerators. Give me some 2, or give me some 1s.
1s. No.
But
Yeah, that was a great roll.
that was a great roll. Cool. That was a good use of time. All right. That is
I
my.
just ate an entire thing of shooting, and if I command rerolled that, probably
Yeah. That was my entire shooting phase. Cool. You know what? I'm gonna just go for it. Might as well. I'm gonna charge that.
All right.
Would you like to Overwatch?
I mean, it's probably not a great use of command point, honestly. Like, I guess if I got the shots with... Okay, hold on. I gotta
All right, we'll think about it.
The Mars.
Electing not to do Overwatch. All right. So because of the crater, I do need an 11 in order to actually reach him.
That's not that.
It's not that. You know what? YOLO.
I fear it.
Ah,
Oh, it's not bad.
Nah. All right. Cool. Well, that was my incredibly exciting turn 1. This is gonna hurt. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move into AdMech after their movement. Be right back. So we're actually, we never do this. We're going to do his command phase.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few things. So the first thing that I will do is I have the 2 Holy Orders written here to make sure I remember when I use their 1 CP discount.
Okay.
So I am going to use the, I believe it's the Magi one, which, just so I'm 100% sure, it's epic. It gives me a 1 CP off an epic deed stratagem, which I'm going to use Tech Adept on my Engine Seer down here, so he can use Awaken the Machine twice.
Cool.
And he is going to awaken both these Doom Crawlers.
So they get +1 to hit.
+1 to hit, so they're now both BS2. I am going to do an action on my Techno-Archaeologist, so that he also is going from the initial part to the advanced part of his Holy Order, which is the Magi Holy Order. And so right now, what he would be able to do is give +2 to an advance roll or something, but when the action finishes in my next command phase, then he will be able to select a core unit to give exploding 6s to hit in the shooting phase.
Oh boy.
So it's doing that.
Oh, that's interesting. So he starts it now, but then on your next turn, he gets to choose something to have.
Yeah, so you have to, because of the advanced part, you have to do the whole action to get there. And in the meantime,
That's cool.
he is losing some. I'm realizing, actually, no, that's not Horus. He doesn't lose that. Cool. And then the Dominus has to use his Logi. Logi. He needs to use his Logi Holy Order ability, which he will use on the Dragoons, which gives them ignore -2 and -1 AP.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Wow. So is that with the Canonical? Does that give them a 3-up then, unmodifiable?
So right now they have a 1-up as well.
That's obscene.
And they're ignoring AP1 and AP2.
That's obscene.
Of course, the 2 things I chose with Stefan's rather diminished shooting phase, it's going to be kind of wasted because it's going to go away next turn when I have to pick new ones. So.
Oh, good point. You won't be able to do that again.
So I'm a little bit regretting that because I think I might have wanted to save that for when everything was actually.
Yeah. I forgot that you can only do that once.
Yeah, but I was kind of expecting more fire to come down.
I don't know from what. It's a bunch of Stormbolters that were out of range.
At which point, with the amount of lack of AP, maybe it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But I do believe then that... one more thing, command phase. So my Marshal here is going to negate the negative of the Doctrina.
The -3 movement?
So they do not lose their movement, yes.
Cool. All right. Anything else in your command phase?
I think that's it.
All right. Now we're going to do your movement and
Cool.
get right back. All right. AdMech have finished moving.
Oh,
You had a lot of decisions to make there.
This is I know I made a mistake with my Canonical and Doctrinas just because that durability was wasted on that turn. But I think what I'll do now is put my stock in killing a lot of stuff so I don't have to be durable.
I have confidence you can do.
I think I can do it.
So a lot of his stuff had a -3 to movement because of his Doctrina,
yeah.
Doctrina Imperator.
So the Dragoons, normally 10-inch move down to 7. The tanks, which are 8-inch move, remarkably fast for tanks, down to 5. They just shuffle a little forward to let let this guy get behind them. Advanced a lot of things. Advanced those.
The robots?
The robots did not advance.
The robots did not advance, but
they
the
had
dogs
an 8-inch move. They did their normal move. I advanced the dogs. They can advance and shoot all their guns, but nothing's going to be in range anyway.
And the robots don't have the Doctrina Imperator.
They do not, because they are Cult Mechanicus, not Scutari.
Okay.
So they only count as in cover. They do not count as also +1 to their save, but they're in their mode that gives them a 2-up save anyway. So
holy shit, there's so much.
There's a lot going on in here.
I was saying off camera that it's like listening to a sermon, just him talking about all of his rules.
Which, I'm wearing my most tech priesty powers thing. This is my Forge World. This is my other Forge World. Shout out to all the 40k players at the studio. But yeah, so I moved what I could. I know stuff will probably come down in the back line. I just hope I can weather it and then turn and kill it. And otherwise, I'm getting stuff off the board. These guys especially, try to keep them out of potential land raider explosion range because I'm fairly confident I can blow it up. And otherwise, everything's just moving up to try and occupy the mid of the board.
Hell yeah. And these guys did advance, so
did.
they cannot charge.
They cannot charge.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Do you want to go straight into your shooting phase?
Yeah, we can do that.
Sweet. Where do you want to start?
We did forget, and this is where we're going to start. One other thing that happened in the command phase is the Manipulus. Within 9 inches, he gets to buff a core unit to give a Scutari core unit buffs Galvanic, Arc, and Radium weapons. He put it on this 10-man unit of Vanguard. So all the Radium carbines and the Arc rifle have an extra 6-inch range and an extra AP.
But not the plasma.
But not the plasma and not the pistol on the Alpha.
Oh boy! All right.
So they go to mostly 24-inch range now.
Cool.
Which puts them in range here. Weirdly, the Arc rifle actually is now at 36-inch range. So I was just going to see. He actually
he can reach these
hit
Terminators.
those Terminators. I don't know that that's a great use of a weapon that's meant to kill vehicles.
Yeah, they are -1 to being hit, -1 to being wounded.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the shots into Land Raider from them because I think that's probably the best way to do it. And
all right.
then maybe my longer range shooting can shoot other stuff.
Let's go to town.
So
were I Space Marines, I would pop smoke here.
Yeah. I can pop smoke, weirdly enough. These two.
That makes sense.
So we've got, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 radium shots.
Okay.
So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
Nice. These are hitting on.
These are hitting on 3s right now. They are re-rolling 1s because they're within 6 of the Dominus.
Cool.
And these used to do 2 damage on wound rolls of 6. Now what they do is they auto wound anything that isn't a vehicle on a 6 to hit.
Okay.
Won't be relevant
Won't matter
here.
here.
Great way to kill Mortarion.
Yeah, really. Oof.
Okay, so 3's rerolling 1s. Got some 1s here. Got a couple of 2s to pull on. That's a 1.
2 more 2s. Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here. So that was okay. They're going to be wounding on 6s, so reroll these 1s.
Okay. Much better.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then wounding on 6s?
And then wounding on 6s.
I'm going to guess 3.
That sounds right. 1.
Hell yeah.
At AP1.
Yeah, the AP1 did it.
All right, it's 1 damage.
Sweet. Land Raider is down to 15.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't say this before, but I was going to overcharge the plasma because he's re-rolling.
For sure. That only makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll do the plasma real quick. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Hits both times. Land Race T8.
Yes.
4s. 1 wound, AP3.
AP3, 5. Got a 3.
Damage.
2 damage. He is down to 12.
Cool. And then the arc, I actually have to, I think it's within 18 now is his rapid fire range. Yeah.
He is.
So he's
Look at
got
that.
2 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So 1. Cool. And then these auto wound vehicles on 4.
Cool. Yeah, 2 3s.
Okay, well that kind of sucks, but we'll take it. All
Okay.
right, so that's all their shooting.
Wonderful. Where do you want to move next?
Dominus might be next just because he's probably only within range of that as well.
I believe so.
Yeah, so he's going to just fire his...
He has a bunch of
Volkite.
guns, doesn't he?
So he's a 3-shot Volkite Blaster and his Radium Serpenta. The Radium will be the big die, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. He moved, so the Volkite is hitting on 3s, rerolling
Okay.
1s.
Ooh.
Cool, so reroll the... Oh, no, he doesn't reroll that because he doesn't get his own things anymore.
Yep.
But all the Volkite hit. This is Strength 6.
So wounding on 5 and 6
Wounding
is
on
still
5s and 6s are 2 mortal wounds in addition.
Cool.
So, nothing.
Nothing.
All right,
Perfect.
Well, that doesn't really shock me.
Okay.
Okay. What else we got that makes sense to shoot there? I mean, the neutron laser.
Let's do it.
So the neutron laser, and then can he actually see any of those?
Do you think the Terminators might be
I think
obscured?
I might be able to see this guy who's kind of sticking up on the edge of the crater here.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
it was just his blade, I would say no, but I think I see his helmet.
Hell yeah,
So-
go for it. You can see
So
his
they're
head.
gonna
and shoot him.
get 6 we'll just do these real fast. So
These
these
are Terminators, so they're -1 to hit because
okay.
we're in Tide of Shadows.
So they're hitting on 3s then, no rerolls.
Okay.
This is heavy stubbers, by the way.
Yes.
The neutron laser's going into
So winning on 5s.
Winning on 5s. 2, 3 wounds.
Wow, that's
no AP.
shocking.
They are not Iron Tail.
Terminators! Alright, great.
Wow, cool. So now the big gun. D3 shots. 2 shots.
3?
I'll take it.
2.
2 shots.
Yeah.
No minus against the Land Raider, right?
Nope.
So 2s. 2 hits. Strength 12, winning on 3s. 2 wounds, AP 4.
Alright, here's where the 5-up invuln comes in. Sanctuary!
Okay.
Okay, so how much damage does it do?
D3 plus 3.
Oh, that's the biggest gun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to spend my command point this turn on that. Hope for a 5. Damn! Alright, well, just 1 goes through.
D3 plus 3. It is 2, so 5 damage.
Okay, he goes down to 7.
Okay. What else we want to do? Rangers probably can only hit in, so we might as well just do that.
Okay, and they did not move, right?
They did not move. Yeah, because they're not.
They definitely don't have the range, yeah.
So, and they're not within rapid fire, so that's just 10 shots. 10, 20 shots.
Yeah,
they're
20
now
shots.
heavy 2. So 6, 9, 10, 15, 20, and these are not within 6 of the Dominus, so these are not rerolling, they're just hitting on 3s.
Okie doke. 3s because they did not move, right?
3s because they did not move. They would be suffering the penalty otherwise. It's an okay roll. That's out 2.
Strength 4, so winning on
Strength
6s.
4, wounding on 6s. Did I get any? This one is not.
Is
No.
it 0?
0.
Wow, that's shocking.
All right. Well, this is going less well than I'd hoped. Man, I really don't want to have to charge that thing with the dragoons, but if this continues to go like this, I may have to.
They got this other tank with its choppy guns, right?
Yeah, but they're all strength 7 and 6.
Ooh.
Can he see those Terminators? I mean, they're -1 to wound, right?
-1 to hit and -1 to wound.
Okay, I can't even really see. Oh, but he can see those Terminators way over there.
Them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Does he have the range for that?
He's got 48-inch range on all his guns.
Oh, nuts.
Except the, he does.
Okay.
So, yeah, that I still think like that's probably the best move just because of wounding. So, he'll put the heavy stubber into
The Land Raider?
The Land Raider real fast. Hit him on 2s. And everything else is going into that unit of Terminator.
Sounds good.
That's 3 hits. And then 6s. No.
Lovely.
Cool. So now we get to do the fun, weird profile of the Icarus array.
Yeah, let me... how much damage does it do?
The Icarus array?
Yeah.
So we've got 5 shots that do 1 damage, 4 shots that do 2 damage, and 1 shot that does D6 damage.
My God. So it's a bunch of different shots?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's three kinds of guns that are now.
And you
not
don't choose?
one
It just all shoots at...
Oh, I can split fire, and actually, maybe I should put the big missile into the Land Raider.
Do you want a minute to think about it?
No, I'll just do that. I'll put the big missile in Land Raider. Let's do that.
Okay,
fast.
so what's going over... I have some stratagems about what
What's
you
going
use.
into the Terminators is we have 5 strength 6 AP2 1 damage shots and 4 autocannons.
I'm going to spend 1 command point to give them redoubtable defense, -1 damage.
All right. So we'll do the big missile real fast. Just get out of our way. It's on a...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not going to wound. So into the Terminators. Big dice are the autocannons. Small dice are the Gatling rockets.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s. Lose a Gatling rocket. The rest of this is wounding on 3s. Strength 6 on the Gatling rocket, strength 7 on the autocannons.
All makes sense.
Okay, so we lose 1 of each.
Okay. And
So that's 3 at AP1 and 3 at AP2, and the damage is now the same. It's at 1.
okay, cool. 3 at AP1 are saving on 2s. Great. It does 1 damage to one guy, and then the other ones are at AP2, you said?
Yes.
All right, so saving on 3s. Okay, so a guy and a half dies. All right.
I'll take it.
Lose a guy and a half. Wonderful.
What's next?
All right, so we've thought for a minute, and you said your cataphracts, who I keep forgetting, are back here. They're going to fire. Only 2 of them can see because one of them is just straight behind a wall. But 2 of them are going to fire all their guns into the Land Raider.
Yes. So
Okay.
that is, we've got 2 phosphor blaster shots and 10 heavy grav cannon shots.
Okay, 10 heavy grab cannon just from 2 guys.
5 shots apiece.
Hitting on 4s?
Hitting on 4s.
Okay, that can be worse.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes. That's not bad.
That was pretty good.
Okay, and then these are wounding on 5s. They're all wounding on 5s because they're all strength 5.
Okay.
Okay, so I got 2 of the grabs to wound, and that means...
AP3, right?
AP3, 2 damage.
I failed both, so 4.
4 damage.
He's down to 3.
Okay. Oh, that puts him within range of
Does.
killing.
But what else do we really have to shoot?
Well, this guy has a damage 3 weapon, so
What?
he will shoot at it. He is going to fire his Magna Rail Lance.
That's a cool name.
Yeah. Oh, I've been forgetting my Dogma rerolls. Well,
Oh,
I'll forget
alas.
from now on.
Moving forward.
So,
That's how we learn.
He has 1 shot at Ballistic Skill 2. It's just...
And does he benefit from the rerolls? The Dogma?
Yeah. So the Dogma is the whole army.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he is BS2.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, so the whole army is getting the single reroll to hit on fighting and shooting.
Okay.
That's just Mars. So 1 shot hits on a 2, does hit.
Oh, we got a 6.
Strength 7.
So wounding on a 5.
Wounding on a 5. Doesn't wound.
Do you want to command point that?
I didn't get my command point for the beginning of the round, did I?
No, so you can
So
spend that.
why don't we just do that and then we don't have to reroll?
There you go.
This would be really convenient.
Nope.
But it didn't work. Shame.
You got a bunch of little tiny robot guns over there.
Yeah, I mean, they're not really well used on that. Having to charge it with those flamers,
Yes.
not ideal. I don't really have anything else that can attack it.
I'm honestly surprised my Land Raider survived this long. It was because of Sanctuary getting him to save on that neutron laser.
If I had gotten the second neutron laser side, but this is the problem with the neutron laser. You know, D3 shots,
Yeah.
pretty inconsistent when it kills. That said, I mean, I could kill it with the Dragoons. They do have a really good save right now. Maybe I should just try and use that.
Hell
so
yeah.
it exists. So what I'm going to do next is the robots. They're my remaining shooting for now, and they are within 24 of, not of that unit.
I don't know if they can see this one because of obscuring terrain.
This one?
Yeah.
Over here? Yeah, so they will have to see these guys.
Okay.
And so they're going to fire their 3 Castellan fists. So
Cool.
that is 6 shots.
6 shots total or each?
Sorry, it's 9 shots total, 3 shots each.
Okay, cool. And we are Tide of Shadows, and we're in that terrain, so -1 to being hit.
And so if I'm ignoring the benefit of light cover, does that matter?
It just means that I don't get
You
the
don't get
+1 to
the
my
save.
save,
Okay,
but I
so-
still get -1.
Sadly, what this means is they are hitting on 5s.
Excellent.
But we'll see how we do.
Does the Data Smith do anything to help with that?
No, he's just making them core, which if this guy was closer, it would matter. But I actually
Yeah,
hit
you
a
do
couple
alright.
of times, and I get to reroll 1 of these because of
Mars.
Mars. So, nope.
Okay.
All right, and then strength 6,
Cool, wounding on 3.
3 wounds, AP1.
AP1. Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
Terminators.
Ooh,
All right, was that all of your shooting?
I think that was all my shooting.
Lovely. I honestly didn't expect to have I don't feel like I should have had the Land Raider survive that. That was very lucky.
It was and it wasn't. T8 is a hard point for this army just because
Yeah.
with more arc it matters less, but with only a little bit of arc.
That arc
it
gun was
sounds
surprisingly
good.
effective.
And then the Icarus array being strength 7 on its good guns.
Yeah.
But now we will go into the charge phase.
Lovely. Where do you want to charge?
So it's just going to be the Dragoons charging the
Okay.
Land Raider.
I am gonna drop to 7 command points just to Overwatch. Might as well, right?
That makes sense to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my
And just as a reminder, they are currently ignoring negative -1 AP, -2 AP because of the...
Oh, that sucks. Wait, so are they saving on 2s?
Yeah.
That's...
But I do still have all my durability buffs. So.
That sucks. Never mind then. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay at 8 CP.
So that's probably...
All right, feel free to roll for the charge.
Okay. So what do we need here? They're getting -2 over the barricade?
Yep.
So...
Probably a 6. Yeah.
What do we got? 7?
Yeah, they got it.
Okay,
cool.
cool.
We'll move them in, be right
So
back.
actually what I can... I don't think I need to do that.
Do you have a special thing you want to do?
They can do mortal wounds on 2s when they get in engagement range. So I can
Gross.
just kill it on mortal wounds, but...
Is that worth the command point?
The thing is, I think they're only AP... Well, maybe they're AP2 now. And so they could probably kill it anyway. But I think it might be worth the command point just because then I don't have to worry about rolling.
All right, well, we'll move him in and come right back.
Okay.
Cool. He had a lot of deliberation off screen. You want to sum up what you've decided?
Yeah, so I decided not to do anything in terms of command points, and I'm just going to assume that they can kill a Land Raider with 12 attacks.
Cool.
We'll find out.
Okay.
So, these guys they're now no longer within range of the Dominus, so they're not rerolling, but they are hitting on 3s, and they've got 12 attacks.
Cool, let's do it. That's pretty
They're
good.
hitting on 3s, so yeah, not too bad. And they have strength 8, so they are wounding on 4s.
That's strength 8 is real good.
Yeah. I should reroll one of these fails.
Mars.
Sorry. Okay, there
Nice.
we go. Yeah, that should be enough. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at AP2.
7 at AP2, you say?
2 damage apiece. Cool.
We're gone. Yeah, absolutely.
All
right. So, do I spend 2 command points for Vengeance of the Machine Spirit? I think I do spend 2 command points for Vengeance of the Machine Spirit because it's ironic.
Yeah. No!
Okay, so yeah, everything in 6 inches takes a d6 damage as he explodes for 2 command points. Iron Striders, boosh! 6.
Oh, one's just dead!
I thought they were 7 now.
No, that's the robots.
Oh, that's nice. Sweet!
That
was worth it.
2 command points to kill one 100%.
Hell yeah, that was
Now
worth
the
it.
question is, does that one explode? No.
Oh, that would have been so cool. Okay, nice. Well, cool. I'm gonna, let's see, I have 11 guys in there, so let's see if anybody dies. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Anybody dead? I don't lose a single model.
Dang!
Lovely. Alright, I'll pile out, be right back. Land Raider is gone, and the Purifiers and the Paladin Ancient all pile out. Yeah, and we're still in range of this objective over here, just barely. Cool. Do you have anything else on your turn, Toby?
I do not.
Lovely. I lost a Land Raider, but I'm kind of exactly where I want to be.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Anything happen at the end of your turn?
No, I do have stuff at the beginning of the next battle round, but...
Excellent. Well, we're going to move right into Grey Knight's movement turn 2. Do you want to say what your beginning of the battle round stuff is?
Yeah, so new canticle, Incantation of the Iron Soul. Each time a combat attrition test is taken for any of my units, they pass it.
Cool.
And also they ignore mortal wounds on 5s.
Oh, wow. That's really good.
Yeah.
Is that your entire army?
Yes.
Shit. Huh. Interesting. This will be really handy.
Yeah, it's, I had to save one durability buff for
That's...
that.
Ooh.
Other thing I'm gonna do, I think, is it worth doing that?
What are you considering?
I'm considering doing a +1 to ballistic skill at the cost of weapon skill for my whole army.
So you change those at the beginning of the battle round, not in your command phase?
I do believe that is true, yes.
That's interesting.
But I am actually going to choose not to do a Doctrina this turn.
Okay, cool. So ignore more wounds on 5s. That's the
Yes,
important one.
that is what's happening for the whole army.
All right, we're going to do Grey Knight's movement turn dos. Be right back. All right, Grey Knights, after moving on turn 2, we have pushed our Purifiers forward just a little bit. He does have his little... What did you call it? Is it your Canticle this turn?
Yes, the Canticle, Incantation of the Iron Soul.
That's right.
Auto pass attrition tests on everybody and ignore mortal wounds on 5s on everybody.
Yep, which is going to be big this turn because I'm going to deal a lot of mortal wounds in Psychic Phase.
I will rely a lot on my 5-ups.
Chaplain and Krail in here, he tried to chant Words of Power. He failed. Again, nobody listened to him. Moving forward with 2 squads of Terminators over here. We got a really good advance on one of them to grab that objective. And these Terminators are just inching forward. We're going to try to do a charge off on these guys. And here's the big thing. There was exactly like a perfect amount of room for me to make a little triangle of Dreadknights right here. I'm very excited for that. We're going to see how that goes. Cool. We've all touched down. I'm going to enter my Psychic Phase. The first thing that's going to happen is Techmarine Abel right there. He is going to start piercing that veil. Do it, buddy. It's on a 4. He does it. You can't deny. So if you'd like to put a little check mark next to pierce the veil so I know I did it once. Yeah, now we're going to do all our psychic powers. How much melee grossness is right here for you? Just these guys, really, right?
And the Dragoons.
Oh, and the Dragoons, right.
And so I realize I don't think I said this in my list, but I did tell Stefan just now off camera. The relic that I took for my Dominus is the Red Axe, which is...
a corn weapon.
Yeah, it's the Mars-specific relic. It is a upgraded Omniscient Axe with AP 5, and it you make 3 extra attacks with it.
Cool. So I need to kill him before he can fight. Deal. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna... So I got a couple of big old smites to do here. You are gonna ignore them. And this guy can heal vehicles.
Yes. There's a lot of people who can feel vehicles around there.
So I purposely put this guy equidistant between those two so I can choose. And I'm just trying to think, what do I want to kill? I'm going to start... All right. Purifier. Smite that thing. Just going to go to town. I think we have a better time... I think we have a more likelihood killing that than killing this with smites. Right. So Purifier has a 3-inch smite.
Okay.
Doesn't happen. I am going to spend a command point then for mental focus, dropping me to 6, which now my purifiers can cast another spell. They know Sanctuary, which they cast on themselves. So my purifiers now have a 5-up invulnerable, but because they have warning staves, they have a 4-up invulnerable in melee. This gentleman here is still going to smite those with his Banner of Refining Flame. He gets it. So D6 mortal wounds to them.
That's good.
5.
All right.
All right, let's see if you can ignore any of them.
Ignore 2.
Nice.
So 1 goes down to 3.
1 goes down to 3.
Use my special tabletop tactics wound counter things.
Oh.
All the way from England. Shout out to those guys.
Did you hear Bones leaving their channel?
Yeah, I think he's in London now. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
We miss you, B-Bone.
Yeah, he just moved yesterday. We're talking about other people. Oh, cool. I remember. I've seen those on their channel all the time. All right. Anyway, back to my channel. So they're finishing that. He just did that. I'm going to go over here. My Grandmaster is going to cast Smite on one of these weird Cataphren dudes.
Makes sense.
Blah. All right, great. 1 mortal wound to them.
Nope.
Okay.
1 is down to 2.
My Grandmaster's second power is Sanctuary, which has already been cast on those guys, so he just does nothing with his second power.
Okay.
This gentleman right here, though, he is going to cast Vortex of Doom, also on those guys.
Nah.
He gets it, just barely. So D3 mortal wounds to this, and there's no other units within 3 of him, so only to him. 2 mortal wounds to him. Can he ignore either of them?
Will he live? Yes.
Yeah,
he
got
goes
1.
1.
Right, so he's down to 1.
Okay.
And then this guy right here, he is going to cast Smite on those dum-dums. He doesn't get it because of the increase. Yeah. Poop. All right. We're going to go right here. Those guys on there are going to cast Smite. But because of the increase, they don't get it. And then my Hammer and Halberd guys are going to cast Gate of Infinity. They get it. They don't perils. They're going to teleport around.
Where will they go?
We'll decide very shortly. But my Chaplain is going to cast Armored Resilience. He fails. Wow, Chaplain of Krail, you're having a...
He's having a bad
Chaplain of
day.
Krail is having a hard time. All right. Cool. I'm going to move my Terminators over there. All right, after a lot of deliberation, these guys went here. We have 2 Terminator units that are going to charge these things, and we'll see how it goes. Cool. I'm going to go into my shooting phase. A lot of your stuff is really... No. You don't really have the defensive buffs
Yeah, a
as
lot
much
of those
anymore.
defensive buffs have fallen off now because
Okay.
I used them too early.
Okay. I don't have to care about these Terminators because they advanced, so we're just going to ignore that. I'm going to start with... Oh, boy. Big thing. I'm going to start with my Grandmaster here.
Makes sense.
So, is he within 3 of these guys?
I don't think so.
Would you like to measure? Because I don't want to shoot at him if
that is going to be important. No.
Is he within 3 of this thing?
Ooh, and that's a good question. No, I think he's also out of that. I think I put him on an island.
And he has a
What
2-up
have I done?
save.
He has a 2-up save, 4-up invulnerable,
And he minuses 1 damage. That's what that is. That's why I'm not going to shoot him. All right. Cool. We're going to start just clearing out units because that's kind of what we need to do. I'm going to start with the Grandmaster's heavy Psycannon and his Gatling Silencer into the guys that are holding that crater there. Now, just the Gatling Silencer into the guys that are holding the crater. The heavy Psycannon is going to go into these guys. So the heavy Psycannon is 6 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, because I don't have the core word yet. Strength 7 against the Cataphrons T5, probably?
Yes, they are.
Not T8, notably.
No.
Ooh, boy, that sucks. All right. 2 at AP 1.
Okay, so they'd be in cover behind there, yeah?
Unless they're infantry, they don't get cover.
Oh, that's right.
Infantry,
They're bikers.
Yeah.
So they are on 4-ups now. They did get a +1 to their save.
Okay.
Codex, but save 1, fail 1.
2 damage.
Okay, so the 1-on-1 damage is killed.
Yep. And then I'm going to put the Gatling Silencer into the Skitari that are hanging out in that corner, or on that crater there.
Makes sense.
Cool. These are hitting on 2s as well, rerolling 1s. Wow, a lot of 1s there. Come on, buddy. Ugh. Their T is still 3.
Yes.
Excellent. Winning on 3s.
Oh!
4 wounds, no AP. They do have cover.
Yeah, and so they are on 3-ups.
Okay.
So 2?
4.
4.
Passed them
save
all.
yeah.
Suck. All right.
Good job, guys. Who needs shrouds?
This guy is gonna do something very similar. He's gonna fire at that same group. Screw it. We're just gonna get it done. Might as well. We don't want to have to charge them, and we don't want them to take objectives. So yeah, we're gonna put more. Gatling Silencer is hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, not rerolling 2s. Okay. And you know what? We're going to get a better wound roll this time. 3s. Okay. 6 of them this time.
And no AP?
No AP.
Okay.
Silencer's a weird weapon.
3-ups.
Okay, 4 that time.
4 died. Yeah, all right. That was much worse.
Great. Okay, got to force that morale save now. That's something.
They auto pass.
The attrition.
Oh,
Not the
right.
actual morale.
There.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Okay, then we're going to fire this last dude.
Oh, and also, I'm reading this wrong. It's not auto pass. It's each time a combat attrition test is taken, ignore modifiers.
Okay, cool.
That would have been way better.
Yeah. Okay, this last guy is going to put all of his weapons into those dudes.
Okay.
So, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So first we have his heavy incinerator. Hits 5 times. Go, buddy. Strength 6 versus their 5, so 3s. All right, 4 at AP 1.
4 ups.
They have a 3 natively, that's right. Yeah.
Breachers now have a 2, which is nuts. Pass 2, fail 2, so one's on 1 wound.
4 damage. Is,
sorry.
yeah,
2,
4
so
damage
one
total.
is dead, and one is... No, one
Still
is dead.
full. Yeah, one's just dead. Cool. Then here comes his
Ow.
Gatling Silencer. Okay, we're clearing out some models. I feel all right about that.
All right, these are hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, strength 4 against... We did determine they were toughness 5, right?
Yes, they are.
Cool. Wounding on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No AP, but D3 damage each.
Okay, so 3 ups. I failed 2. That's probably going to kill him.
Let's find out. It does! We did it.
No!
Goodbye, Cataphrons.
You did nothing.
Okay. I'm going to fire a smattering of Stormbolters. What's this? Are these guys still crazy saves?
Yeah, there's still 2 ups against ranged because they're
Okay.
It's called Fire Cache Telemetry something or other, which is a Skitarii Warlord trait that you can choose a Skitarii Korma unit within 9 to have the benefit of light cover until your next command phase. That is on the Princeps of that unit. He put it on his unit, and they get +1 to their saves when they're in cover.
It's incredible that you can remember all this.
Yeah.
All right, I need to think about my shooting for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're making a decision. I'm going to spend 2 command points to do Psychic Onslaught. So their Psycannons are Strength 8, AP 2, 1 damage. And we're going to put all of the Psycannons into him, and all of the Stormbolters... All of the Stormbolters into 3-up save?
Yeah, they have a 3-up.
Okay. All of the Stormbolters into... Oh, no. Oh, I can't think. We're just going to put all the Stormbolters into him anyway, see what happens. All right. So, we're about to cast... we're about to throw all these Psycannons into him. Do you have any... no minuses to hit him, right?
I don't. I do have one thing I'm thinking of doing, though, because if he dies, I lose the... Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. If he dies... Oh, this is probably in the morale phase, though, so I can't even do it. But if he dies, I lose the ability to discount one of my stratagems.
Oh.
He has to be on the battlefield.
So you want to burn the stratagem now anyway?
I would, but it has to happen in the morale phase, and no other stratagems of that type are doing anything right now.
Ha ha ha! All right, here comes. This is the Psycannons. They are heavy weapons, so they're hitting on 4s. That's pretty good. Good. All right, that was the good one. Cool. Strength 8, so winning on 2s.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's a 5 at AP 2.
All right, so 5 on his 4-up. 2 damage each?
Just 1.
Just 1? Okay.
But then I got a bunch of Stormbolters also.
Yeah. I do pass 3, so he's down to 3 wounds.
Okay. Ugh. Well, I was hoping that would do more damage for 2 command points. 1, 2... And here's just the Stormbolters hitting on 3s. Ooh. That's a significant number of misses. Okay. And strength 4 to 4. So wounding on 4s. You know, Cybolt ammunition might have been the way to go here.
That wasn't too bad.
No, but we would have had AP if I had done
Yeah,
Cybolt ammunition.
more AP.
Okay, if you could just make 8 saves.
Okay, 8 2-ups.
A couple of 1s here would be nice.
Yeah. I'm incentivized not to lose him. 1 wound.
1 wound.
So
Okay, so instead of
down
2.
to 2.
We're getting there. This gentleman here, the banner bearer, he's just going to put his shots into him. You never know, you might get lucky.
Yeah.
2s. Missed once. And 4. None.
Okay, well.
Okay, cool.
Done.
And then we're just going to do... I imagine these guys aren't going to do a whole lot. So I'm just going to fire all their shots into the Ballistari Dragoons. I'm just going to do that off camera because I don't believe it's going to do a whole lot.
They're also -1 to hit.
Yeah, good point. Remarkably, these guys Stormbolters actually killed one of those. So
I had 1 really good round of saves and 1 really bad round
yeah,
of
that
saves.
was. I did not expect that to happen.
Statistics.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna. That is all of my shooting, unfortunately. Actually, you know what? We did all right there. Not unfortunately. We're gonna go into our charge phase though.
Yeah, losing those cataphrons is rough.
Yeah. Okay, cool. My Grandmaster is going to charge this squad of dum-dums.
Okay, I think I actually will Overwatch with them.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so they still have their galvanic buff.
Oh, from him.
So, and do they get rerolls from core or from, like, do rerolls from captain stuff happen in Overwatch?
Yes.
They do, okay.
Because they're shooting.
So they are going to get rerolls as well.
Okay.
So, one of the main questions is he within 15? And he is.
So this will be interesting.
So we're going to do the 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 radium shots first. He's a vehicle, yeah?
He is a vehicle.
9. So I can't auto wound him with the radium, but the arc is better.
Okay.
6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
There's so many shots.
6s.
6s real ones.
6s reroll 1s.
Got a lot of ones there.
I don't think I got
Not
any
a single
6s.
6.
That's okay. These are the radium. They don't really matter.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the rest of you get out of here. Okay, there's 1.
Yeah, wounding on a 6.
Wounding on a 6. No.
Alright.
Okay. And then
Is the plasma overcharging?
the plasma. Yeah, might as well. I'm just gonna die if you get in. So, arc will be the 2 big red ones. Plasma will be the 2 little red ones. Okay. Well, I got one with the plasma.
Okay.
And then reroll the arc.
Nope.
Arc would have been the best, but
Plasma
okay.
strength 8, so wounds on 3.
Wounds, maybe 3.
4 up invuln. Alright.
Okay. I need to lose my CP for that.
Alright, and let's do it. He fails, but he has first to the fray, so he can re-roll.
The only good one. 7.
Still fails. Okay, the guy next to him is going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And he gets a re-roll because first to the fray. That's just, like, unlikely.
It is.
Long bomb, let's see what happens. I don't think a 9 is enough.
Yeah, not with that one, of course.
It's-
Oh, that may have just saved my...
Yeah. Okay, we're going to try these guys into him.
Okay.
Fail. These guys into him. Ugh, I am going to command point that if you want to drop me down 1.
Yep.
That's an important charge.
They get it?
Nope, I haven't gotten... it's like 8 charge rolls so far, and I haven't made a single one.
Takes pity on me for my mistakes.
So at the very least, I mean, everybody's going to charge him and this big truck.
Okay.
They get an 11! These guys. All right, I'm going to move them in, and then I'm going to charge him into this thing.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just do that real quick. Sure, he also gets an 11.
Right.
Nobody else can make their charges today. These guys ran a few circles around the Biologus, Demetrius, Dominus, and
Dialogus is a
Sisters thing, yeah. And that's where we're at.
Biologus, I think, is the thing. Anyway.
Yeah. You're doing a stratagem.
I'm doing a stratagem, and thankfully this is a strategic ploy, which is the kind that he gets to reduce. So it's 1 CP. I don't lose the CP, but we'll scratch it off.
Cool.
It is electroshocked, and this is something I am super stoked to be able to show off. The beginning of the fight phase, select one enemy unit within engagement range of a Cult Mechanicus core or Cult Mechanicus character. Until the end of the fight phase, the enemy unit is not eligible to fight until after all eligible units from your army have done so.
Oh, poop.
So he just goes and zaps your dudes there, and he gets to fight first. He won't kill them all, but he might take a few with him before he dies.
Okay, fine, I accept. So you get to fight first then.
Yeah.
What's the AP?
Actually, this guy gets to fight first because he's his charger, and it only affects these guys.
I didn't give him a sword, but all right, let's do it.
The axe is AP 5.
The axe is AP 5. Okay, it's solid. All right, I'm gonna fight. I guess I'll fight with the paladin ancient first. Might as well. He's just gonna punch the tank.
Punch it.
He hits him 4 times. Oh, he gets an extra attack because of his own banner. Great. 1 wound, no AP.
1 wound, no AP. 3 up.
Good use of time! Okay, cool. Yeah, now you get to choose your Dominus.
Okay, so the Dominus, and also this thing gets to fight too, not that it matters.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna spend 1 CP for the stratagem Untainted and Unbowed.
Right.
Which I've never done before. So the Purifiers are chosen as the target of an attack. They get a 4 up invuln.
and they automatically pass morale for this turn.
All right.
Because they get a 4-up invuln, the Sanctuary improves their invuln by 1 to its 3-up.
Oh, boy.
And then the Warding Staves technically added to the roll, not the save, so they have a 2-up invuln for melee this turn.
Well, I guess I had to force a stratagem. He's not going to kill anything, but I'll take it.
2-up invulns! I've been ever since I painted these guys, I've been trying to get that to happen. So we'll see.
This is the time.
This is the time.
So he's got 6 attacks with that axe, hitting
Cool.
on 3s. It's not as good in melee. All right, cool. Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Hitting on 3s. Jeez.
So 2. He's strength 6, so he's wounded on 3s. Mm-hmm. 1 wound.
2-up invuln.
1.
Lovely.
Okay, well,
Well, that was
we
it.
traded command points.
Yeah, that was us just... Okay.
Oh, technically, the Dune
Oh, yeah,
does
go
get
for
to
it.
fight as well. I believe it has 3 attacks.
It probably hits on 6s or something.
They
I
hit
can't
on
imagine it.
5s.
Weird?
Yeah, it has 3 attacks at full bracket.
Sure.
So he's putting it on the Ancient, I guess, because that's who's...
He can also hit the Purifiers, but I guess they have a 2-up invuln.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
All right.
Not that it matters, there's no AP. No hits.
Cool times. All right, I'll grab my dice for their attacks. Be right back. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Warding Staves. I'm gonna declare everything against him. We're starting with the Warding Staves, and the Warding Staves. These guys each have 3 attacks because they're within 6 inches of him, and they charged. Cool. So Warding Staves are hitting on 3s against the Dominus.
It's gonna have a bad time.
That's a lot of 1s there. Cool. And strength 6. What's his T?
4.
Wow, that was terrible. That was awful. 3 at AP 1.
Oh.
That was awful.
3 3-ups?
Yeah. Man, that was a terrible wound roll.
I'm gonna command point reroll that. Are there more attacks after this?
There are more attacks after
Oh,
this.
never mind then.
Okay, so just D3 damage.
Okay, it's reduced by 1.
So 1.
So he's
So
a
he's
1.
still alive. Wow, that sucked. All right, well, the Knight of the Flame, who also just got a name recently, his name is Yeti Actual. He is going to take his big, heavy chop sword right there, and he gets 4 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. Son of a bitch!
Jeez.
And he's wounding on 4. Son of a bitch! I need him dead, so I'm gonna...
Command.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, AP 3.
Alright, so he's got a 4-up invuln.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
So 5!
Can't see it. Ugh. Okay, now I just got a bunch of punches coming from the dudes who are holding the Psycannons. And I think that's, let's see, 4 guys punching at him. And they each get 3 punches. So there's no AP or anything on this. I can't believe it. This guy, no, we still have a chance. We still have a chance.
He's already got names. So
Dudes. Why are you so bad in melee today? Okay, strength 4, 2, 4. Oh my god. 2 of them.
On 2s.
Son of a bitch. Well, we did our... I would say we did our best, but we absolutely didn't.
Wow.
You guys.
I can't shoot them now.
I thought the Knight of the
sucks,
Flame
but, like,
was going to come through with the clutch there with the sword.
Damn.
We missed 3 out of 4 times. All right, we failed all our... You know what? Everything's happened. It's happened, and we have to deal with it. So we didn't get Assassination. We got some for... my secondary, which is called Tearing Them Apart. Thin their ranks. Thin their ranks. Great. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was my whole turn. We're gonna move on to AdMech turn 2. Come right back.
All right. Important.
AdMech turn. Oh my god, it's only turn 2. All right, AdMech turn 2. He has finished movement. So a lot of stuff has happened. He fell back with the Dune Crawler. So the one with the big old plasma gun, which I'm forgetting the name of.
Neutron laser.
Neutron laser can't shoot this turn. He moved in his characters to try to, I guess, mess up my banner bearer. Moved in his Rust Stalkers.
Yes.
Rust Stalkers towards the Terminators there. Same with the Iron Strider.
Yes.
And Deep Stroked. These Blue Men group. Man, I don't know any AdMech.
Fulgurite Electro Priests.
Fulgurite Electro Priest, of course. The Sulphur Hounds
Yes.
moved forward, along with the
Castellan robots.
Castellan robots. And these Scutari Rangers moved this way.
Those are Vanguard.
Damn it! These Scutari Rangers
Vanguard.
stayed. Damn it! These Scutari Vanguard stayed. They moved a little bit this way to grab this objective, so that his not Daedalosus could move a little bit this way to fire a weapon.
It's a bad weapon, but
These guys moved all to the edge here, so
Those
they
are
can shoot
Rangers.
down here. And I think I got most of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did some buffs in your command phase.
Command phase, so the Manipulus's buff is going on to the Rangers, so they're getting an extra 6-inch range in AP1.
Okay.
This guy completed an action in the command phase, so he now can give a core unit exploding 6s to hit in
Cool.
shooting, which he put on this unit. The Engine Seer awakened the Icarus Array Onager, because that's the one that can shoot now. And I think that is all of them.
Cool. All right. And you have no psychic phase. So you just want to move into shooting?
Yeah, we will do shooting now.
Excellent. Do you know where you wish to start?
Yeah, we'll start over in this corner because that's going to be pretty straightforward, I
Cool.
think. Yeah. So, we're actually going to start with the Data Smith with his Gamma Pistol. Which
Gamma Pistol.
I have to remember what it does, but it's just one shot, and I think he hits on 2s. So, he's all the way back here. So yeah, he's no, he's hitting on 3s. Strength 6, AP 3, D3.
Okay. Is he shooting these guys?
Yeah, so he's going to shoot at those Terminators.
Nice. So Tide of Shadows, so you're hitting on 4s because
Right.
we're in that terrain.
So one shot hitting on a 4, it hits. Strength 6, wounded on a 3. So
AP?
4, AP 3.
What did I get? Oh, fail. How much damage?
3 damage.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, it's one shot, but, like, it hurts.
Still, that's tremendous. Okay.
So we Gamma away one guy. Next, we are going to do the robots.
Okay.
So they have 3 Incendine Combustors, and then their fist shots. We'll do the Incendine Combustors first. They are basically AP2 Heavy Flamers.
Cool.
So 3d6, auto hits, 12.
That could be.
Yeah, that's
could
about
be worse.
average for 3. So
Strength?
6, 5,
Okay.
9, yeah, 10, 11, 12. So winning on 3s. So we got 3, 6, 7 at AP2.
7 at AP2. Okay, so that means I have 3 up saves because of cover. I failed 2. How much damage are they?
Just 1.
Okay, a guy dies. Gross. This gentleman.
Yep. Okay. And then they are going to fire with their other guns. Their literally their hand cannons.
Oh, the Taraxi came out of the sky and
Oh, yeah, also-
objective here. Forgot to mention that.
Okay.
My Chaplain Acrael moved away for some reason. Nobody really knows why or what he was thinking. Probably because his Vox is turned off and so nobody can hear him chant his litanies and he's trying to get closer.
Okay, so they're hitting on 5s because of Tide of Shadows.
Okay.
9 shots. Hit with 4.
Pretty good considering.
Yeah, strength 6.
Winning on 3.
3 wounds at AP1.
Choose. Suck.
Oh man.
Alright, how much damage?
2 damage piece.
Alright, before I choose to reroll that, what are their guns like?
They're a lot of strength 5 AP1. Ignore cover. Which I don't think that's actually mattering right now, but strength 5 AP1.
So they're gonna...
And flamers.
And they're flamers. So they're gonna... I am gonna command point this, so if you wouldn't mind dropping me down to 3.
Yes, sir.
Hooray! Okay, we lived. Great! Do you want to just move on to the doggos?
Yes. So, this is kind of a weird mix of fire. Let's just start with the dog noses.
Okay. So, they're AP2 flamers.
Yeah, so we're doing the dog noses. 3d6 auto hits. Okay, that's 10. That's on the other side of the average. So 3, 6, 9, 10. These are strength 4, so winning on 4s.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. So 4, actually could have been better, but 4 at AP2.
Do they ignore terrain? Or do they ignore cover?
They don't. Not
Okay,
these
cool.
ones.
Just 1 through then. One guy takes 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and so then Let's see. We've got 2 phosphor pistols, 1 phosphor pistol, and 1 phosphor blast. No, he's got 1.
So much stuff.
Okay, so I'm sorry. This is going to be stupid. Like we will do. Blast wouldn't have mattered. So we are going to do the phosphor blast weapons first.
Okay.
So this is essentially 3d3 of the same gun, 2d3 from the carbine and 1d3 from the blast pistol.
All right, excellent.
So 3d3 shots, not bad. That's 8 shots.
Wow. All right.
They'll be hitting on 4s.
Yeah, because Side of Shadows.
Side of Shadows. So that's 8 dice in my hand. Pretty good. And then
Strength
strength 5, so
Okay,
winning
so
on
winning
3s. 3 at AP, 1 ignoring cover.
Okay, so 3s are what we're looking at. That one guy dies.
All right. And then the other guy.
I have to do it. I'm sorry, Justicar Cicero, but you're not in range of the objective. You have to die.
Cool. So the other guys, he just has 2 shots. Hits once. This is strength 4, so wins on a 4. Does wound. AP 1. Ignores cover.
Boo!
1 damage.
All right, one guy goes into 1. Gross. All right.
That was interesting.
Cool. Where else?
Yeah, so that's all the shooting in that corner. Let's do the Taraxi.
I keep forgetting they're there.
They're gonna do all their shots into your Chaplain.
Okay, that's reasonable.
So that is
5d6.
No, weirdly, you cannot take a flamer on the Alpha. He has to take a flechette carbide, which is a 5-shot las pistol,
Okay,
essentially.
cool.
So we'll do those shots real quick. He's in Tide of Shadows, yeah, so it's still
minus 1.
So these are hitting on 4s. Weirdly good.
Okay.
All of them.
Strength 3, though?
Yeah, so on 5s. And that roll, I mean, I guess would... Okay!
Wow!
4. No
AP,
though.
2s. Okay, good job, Chaplain.
And then the...
46 on the
It
flamers?
is 46 on the Flamers, and I just want to make sure I'm getting their profile right, which is, 4 and AP1, but does not ignore cover. So, 46 shots. Wow, okay.
Wow.
So 12, 18, 21.
Gross. I'll let you collect those. 19. Math is hard.
Wooden on force. Nice.
Actually, not
Oh,
the
no,
best.
I missed all these ones over here.
Yeah.
I saw just this chunk. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at AP1.
All right, so Tide of Shadows means he's saving on 2s. He takes 1 damage.
Nice.
Okay, see, he's survivable. He just...
It's the problem with
Nobody listens to him.
these Terminators, man. It's so hard to deal with these Terminators.
I can't wait until they have 3 wounds. All right. Cool. Where do you want to go from there?
Okay. That's gonna wind us back down around here. So the shots that I know I have to do.
These boys up top?
Yeah, so I have a stratagem for them.
The rapid fire one?
It is the rapid fire one.
Cool.
I believe it is 2 CP.
I remember you saying that, yes.
Yeah, so let's have a look. It is called Galvanic Volley Fire. Use the stratagem in shooting phase when a Scutari Rangers unit is selected to shoot. Till the end of the phase, galvanic rifles in that unit have type characteristic of rapid fire 2.
Cool.
So they're going to have 40 shots.
Okay. Are they all within 15 inches?
So they've got +6 because of...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's now 18 inches.
40 shots.
So 40 shots. That's 2 CP, though. So I'm
Blah.
down to 6. And I am also going to do... this is interesting. I still think I have to do it with these guys. I'm going to do Wrath of Mars.
Oh, what's that do this time? I know what it used to do, but
so
does
it's
it
1
change?
CP on them because of their power level, which is 8.
Weird.
It's still a mortal wound for every wound roll of a 6, but it's capped at 6 now.
Gross.
So,
Ugh, okay. Solid. All right, I'll let you collect 40 dice.
and this is all going into your Grandmaster.
Okay, so we had a lot of deliberation because he was thinking about where he wanted to use Wrath of Mars, but he is using Wrath of Mars and Galvanic Volley Fire.
So that's
Excellent.
3 CP, but 40 shots. And
We're gonna do 2 batches of 20.
we're gonna do 2 batches of 20.
That's all going into my Grandmaster.
Yeah.
All right.
And so these are hitting on 3s.
Yes. No rerolls, right?
No rerolls. And I wish, actually, that wouldn't have made that big of a difference.
Okay. And then wounding on 5s.
And then
because
wounding on
T6.
5s, and this is the first lot of 20.
Mhm.
So they are strength 4. Oh my god, I didn't get any.
Those
no, I
were
got
6.
1. Okay, so that's one mortal wound in addition, and then we've got, this is actually, could have been worse. So we've got 2, 4, 6 at AP, 7 at AP2.
Okay, 7 at AP2. AP2?
Yeah, because they have native AP1 now, and then he gives them an extra AP.
Oh, okay, that does matter. That turns it into a 3-up save as opposed to a 2-up. We're good. All right, and then so it's 1 mortal wound.
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, let's finish off because normal wounds happen before mortal wounds happen. We'll finish off these wounds knowing there's a mortal wound coming, and then once I see the total mortal wounds, I'll decide if I want to do true silver armor.
Makes sense.
All right, and here's the other 20.
So we've got 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. On 3s.
Okay.
Could have been worse. That's where I really wanted that
+1 to
the +1 ballistic skill Doctrina.
Yeah.
We'll take it. 5s again.
Hoping for 6s.
Come on, do better than last time.
Wow, suck.
2. Okay, well that didn't cap out at all.
All right.
Yeah, maybe
is that
the rerolls
5?
would have been
5
better.
or
So we have 3, 4. 4 at AP2 and then an extra 2 mortal wounds in this edition.
all those go through. I'm just gonna take the 3 mortal wounds in that case.
Well, that went terrible.
Yeah. He goes down to 9.
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you need to think about where you're going next?
No, these guys are also going to fire everything into him then.
Okay.
Because I need to kill one of them, or I don't think I have a way out.
Good luck.
Well, I guess I have that side of the board. So these guys are putting all their guns into him.
And they're rerolling ones to hit
and they're rerolling ones to hit and wound because of these 2
characters
guys here. So, we're going to do the radium again. And these guys have exploding 6s to hit.
Okay.
So 3, 6, 9, 12, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
I should have put shots into them, but I didn't because I wanted to charge them.
Yeah.
And I thought 3 guys rerolling charges, one of them would make it.
A reasonable assumption, but I was kind of surprised you didn't shoot them.
Yeah.
But anyway, so these are the radium. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Okay.
Quite a few 2s in there, though. Well, okay.
There's not a 2.
Yeah, there it is. I really think I would have benefited from that Doctrina this turn, but it is what it is. Okay, so how many, this is out. How many 6s did I get? 1, 2?
2, so 2 additional hits.
2 additional hits, so that's something. And then these are all
wounding on
6s. Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
5.
Okay.
But no APs.
2s, he fails 1.
Okay.
So he goes down to 8.
Cool. Overcharging the plasma because that's what we do.
Hell yeah.
And then the arc is going to be these 2.
Okay. Looking for 3s?
Oh, did I forget to do the... I forgot to do the reroll ones to wound there. I don't know how many there were.
Oh, I don't either.
That's okay. It probably would have made no difference.
Nice.
So the 2 plasma hit.
You hit with another plasma. You get an additional plasma hit,
I do
right?
get an additional plasma hit, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And then... Do I care enough about shooting now? I kind of feel like... Oh! Mars!
Mars!
God damn it.
This
There's too many
entire
rolls,
time.
you guys. He misses anyway.
Okay. Wow. All the Mars stuff over here would have been...
Yeah, I
helpful.
mean, it would have been. You're right. But we learned.
Lol. All right.
It's still only 1, I guess.
Cool. And this is... So the plasma's wounding on 3s.
Plasma's wounding on 3s, and auto wound to 4 on vehicles on the arc.
Okay.
Which I do get to reroll these 2. because of this Guitari. Cool.
Paid off.
So we've got 2 at AP3 and 1 at AP2.
All right, the 2 plasmas AP3 are going to be the 4-up invuln. Oh, but
4 damage.
And then what's the arc do?
It'll do 3 damage if it goes through.
It's AP 2.
Okay.
So I'm setting that on a 3. I'm going to take the plasma, and then I'll save the arc on a 3. Okay. So I take that, so I go down to 4 on him.
Okay.
Gross!
I also do have a phosphor blaster shot on those guys, I forgot. He does hit wounds on a 5 or a 6.
Lovely.
You get to reroll that.
Lovely.
Okay.
Okay, then you got, this has dumb pistol.
Oh yeah, so he's going to shoot his. I actually have to look up what that is. It's 3?
2. Eradication array, you said?
Yeah, and he's definitely hitting on 3s. Strength 6, so wounding on 4s.
Nice.
1 wound at AP2.
3. What? How much damage does it do?
1 damage.
What? How many more shots potentially? Is it just that thing?
That and this guy pretty much is it.
Just 1 damage. Okay. Oh, I wish I'd given him Sanctuary. Beep. All right.
Okay. So we're going to do this guy because he's a 3 damage shot, and I would love for that to work.
That would suck.
So he's going into that. Hits on a 2. Hits. Wounds on a 3 because it is...
Strength 8.
Strength 8. Wounds. AP3.
4-up invuln.
Oh.
Is that a 6 or a 1?
I don't know. Is there a 6 or a 1 on there? There's a 6. It's a 1!
Damn it! Okay. That sucks.
That's 3 damage, so he will die.
Yeah, I'm gonna command point that.
It's still dead, huh?
Fuck you, random dragon die! Okay.
Okay. I got there.
Oh, but all right. Well, goodbye, my grandmaster. If I'd given him Sanctuary, I don't think those guys in the middle needed it.
Yeah.
But it did give them it saved them from the axe, but I would have rather had him. Anyway, what has happened has happened. Suck. All right.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh man, he was gonna repair him too.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
No repairs. I know how that works. Okay, let's move.
I can imagine your tech priest just shouting like, "No, put as much fire as possible into him. We recognize the tech priest. We know the Techmarines over there. Make sure you kill it now."
It's just all in binary, so it's like
Beep boop beep boop. All right, these idiots are shooting.
Beep 100. So these guys are shooting at this guy because it's what's in range. What do you think? I mean, it's 1 radium shot. Probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So we've got, they're all going into him. He doesn't have 15 inches on it. Does he? Oh, yeah, he does. Okay, so he's getting rapid fire. And then we've got 3, 6, 9, 10 radium shots.
Okay.
9, 10. All hitting on 3s. We'll re-roll this with the Mars re-roll, which I remembered this time.
You did it.
Okay. And then 4s on the arc and 6s on everything else. Okay, so we got 1 with the arc, and we got 1 with the not arc. So
Not arc, 2 up.
yeah, 2 up.
Arc is
AP2.
okay. We're good. Damn. Okay.
That would have been really nice to have, actually. So that just leaves these 2 and this thing.
And he doesn't have a pistol of any kind?
No, because I swapped it out for a phosphor.
Right.
Penta, or else, I mean, it'd be 5 bolt pistol shots, which, whatever.
Okay. Cool. Do you want to do your little characters there?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll just do the Radium Serpenta with this guy first because it sucks. So he hits on a 3, and then he would have auto wounded on a 6, but it's strength 3, so it still wounds, no AP.
Okay.
Cool. And then Jitseers actually have a new pistol called the Mechanicus pistol, never before seen.
They don't have a bolt pistol anymore?
They used to have a Lads pistol.
Really?
Straight garbage. But so this is pistol 2, AP 2, damage 1.
Okay.
So hitting on, I want to say, okay, I actually have to look. He'll hit with 1 of them.
Yeah. Strength.
Oh, and I can re-roll that with Mars.
Can he? Mars, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 2 hits, strength 4.
All right. You got to roll that part.
Yeah, he's BS 3. So 4s, No.
Grand. Okay, cool.
Cool.
And then you got your big old tank.
And I got my big old tank. So, the tank is going to shoot what? The tank is going to shoot... Yeah, I just kind of give up on this side. The tank is going to shoot that unit of Terminators in the back.
These guys? Okay, cool. Go for it.
With everything. So,
it's not -1 because we're not entirely on a terrain
Yeah.
feature.
so that's nice. We got the 5 Gatling rockets. We got 4. I'm going to use this die. This is the big rocket. And then we'll do the heavy stuff.
What a weird weapon.
Yeah. These are all hitting on 2s because the Engine Seer woke him up.
Okay, great.
And this one of them is out. But the rest hit. And they're all going to be wounding on 3s.
Ew.
But they will have variable
Variable APs.
Variable APs. Let's see what we get. Yeah, it was not great, but...
Okay. And,
Okay.
all right, so what I don't know what I'm
So
looking
we've
at.
got
What am I looking at?
AP3, we've got 2 at AP2, and 2 at AP1.
Any of the multiple damage?
So this is damage D6, these are damage 2, and these are damage 1.
Okay, I'm going to do the damage 1s first. They're AP1?
AP2.
AP2. Man, so much going on.
I know, this is one that I remember because I've done this so many times.
3s! All right, and then the next 2 are...
AP1, D2.
All right, one of them goes through, killing a guy.
Okay, and the last one's AP3.
It kills and then, I guess, D6, so who knows?
Kills one.
2 terms die!
Alright, and then, just real quick, do 3 heavy stubbers. We hit with 2. Winning on 4s. We wound with 1, no AP.
Oh, we're shooting with the
Heavy stubbers.
Papa! We're good.
Yeah, okay. So that didn't matter.
Okay, cool. Is that it for your shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, that was
What a time.
significant. All right, taking my Grandmaster down sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Do you know what you want to charge, or do you need a minute?
I think let's take a minute.
All right, so AdMech is the army of deliberation. So, what do you want to start your charge?
Okay. So we'll start on that side of the board. I'm going to charge the Sulfur Hounds in first.
Oh wait, did you want to switch? No, your robots can switch in the fight phase if you want, right?
Yeah, but I do want to switch them at the beginning of the charge phase.
Okay.
The first thing we're doing is we're spending a command point for that old classic binaric override, and the robots are now locked forever into Conqueror Protocol, which gives them rerolling charges and a 2-up weapon skill.
That's insane.
Yeah. And what they lose is their 2-up save, which becomes a 3-up save.
That's
oh, well.
ridiculous. All right.
But we'll start with the Sulfur Hounds. They are going to charge first
Deal.
into that unit of 2. So let's see what they get. They get a 4, it's enough.
Okay.
But it's not a huge amount of movement.
You wanted to open up some space for the robots?
Yeah, I do. Although I do want the robots to have a way out, because then they may not want to stay there.
Yeah.
But let's do the robots now. Yeah, okay. I don't have to reroll that.
Sweet. All right. Yeah. Let's do all your charge rolls, and then we'll just move them all in after
Okay.
that.
So then.
So they got a 10. We'll remember that.
Yes, they got a 10. These Vanguard are actually what we're going to do first is we're going to do the Engine Seer. He is going to charge both the Purifiers and the Ancient.
So I do want to just a quick heads up. My Purifiers do have Shock Assault, so if they get charged, we're going to get twice as many attacks against him.
Yeah, that is true. I think I have to accept that he's going to die no matter what.
Okay.
So we're going to do it anyway, because I'm going to charge some of the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going to charge both of them. He gets a nice 11. The Marshal is going to charge both of them as well.
Okay.
So he gets
9. Wow, they're
I
just...
need these over here.
Yeah.
And the Vanguard are going to charge both as well, and I need at least a 5.
Is there anywhere they could fit in with both of them? Like, because both of these guys,
Yeah,
when they get
so
in...
if they get in, I don't have to end within 1 of someone I charge, right? You can't attack them.
You do have to.
Oh, I do have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we did
So they both have to be like, yeah, there.
Come on, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we do that, then I can get one in.
Okay, go for it.
So give me a good roll. Okay, that's enough.
6? Yeah, that'll get in there. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Now, we'll come over here. These guys are going to charge this unit.
The Toyms?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do that easily. This guy, I think if he does this...
Yeah, he just twists and he's there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's in one of both of them.
He doesn't
even need to roll for that.
Yeah.
All right, and then
finally, these guys are going to make their 9-inch charge into this unit of 3 terminals.
all right, let's see if there is a just God.
Please be the Omniscient. That is
It's a
not
5.
enough. I'm going to CP reroll it just because
Okay.
I have the CP. Do I?
You do? Let's see.
Yeah. Oh!
Nope.
The 6 and the 1. Okay, so
Okay.
they are not making it.
Sweet. All right, we'll move everybody in and come right back. Okie doke. We got a lot of... There's a lot of bodies right here.
Yeah.
And then the robots moved in there. All right. Cool. You got some stratagems.
I got
3
three
stratagems?
stratagems, which is wiping out my command points.
So you're just burning through your command points.
Yeah, this is kind of an all or nothing for me. So,
Okay.
What we're doing is we're using Electroshocked again on the Purifiers, so they cannot fight until all of my eligible units have fought.
Good call.
I am using Chain Taser Protocols. Am I doing that? Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to scrap that one. It's not worth it on only one of those guys. But I am using Assassin Constructs, which is...
I'm
this is actually where we're going to fight first anyway.
I'm imagining it's with these little guys.
Yeah, so the Rust Stalkers get an extra attack.
Gross.
When they charge, were charged, or heroically interviewed.
Gross.
So
it gives them shock assault.
Yeah, so they basically have Shock Assault now.
Okay, and that's where you're starting?
And I'm starting with them.
Lovely.
And yeah, so I have to jump onto them. They have now 4 attacks each except for the...
Princeps?
Princeps is 5 now, and they are all equipped with the blades.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool. So we're looking at 17 attacks.
17 attacks. 4, 8, 10, 15, 17, hitting on 1s.
What?
What? Hitting on 3s. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's been a long game.
1 binary. All right.
Okay. And then there's actually an additional attack with the Cord Claw. So this is the Cord Claw for just the Princeps.
All right.
All hitting on 3s. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, I'll take that. And they are strength 5 because they're strength 4 naturally, and then +1 for
better power swords.
better power swords. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So they're wounding on 3s, and then 6s on these are mortal wounds in addition, except for.
I thought it was instead of. It's an addition?
Yeah, it is now an addition. They changed that.
Gross.
Cord Claw does not get it anymore.
Okay.
So 3s, and then the 6s are mortal wounds in addition. Got a few. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So these are, you've got 3 mortal wounds, and then that's an addition. And they've got 3, 6, 9 at AP 3, and 1 at AP 1.
AP 3?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's just get a whole bevy of 5s. We did all right,
Yeah,
but
actually wasn't too bad.
not good enough. So, dead, and then it was 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
All right, they're gone. Even before the Cord Claws rolled. Damn it! Okay.
I'll take that. That's
Cool.
very nice for me.
I'm not going to interrupt over here because
Okay.
I can't do enough damage to 7 wound robots to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay. So yeah.
I guess I'll attack with the this guy.
Cool.
Pile him in a little bit. So 4 attacks on him.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
This might be the time I want to interrupt. I'm thinking about it now because I. Yeah.
Not bad, Cole.
Gotta take
I
it.
do remember these -1 to hit in melee, but
Screw him.
Yeah.
We got him. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna interrupt right here. This is wise, not stupid.
I think so.
All right, so he was a little bit back, so we're just going to pile in a little bit. Just to make sure we're there. Okay. Okay, boys. Hitting on 4s. Don't be bad. You did okay. All right. And then strength 4 to his, like, 5, 6, 5.
6.
Okay, so 5s. Okay, 3 at AP 3.
6 ups on his
Okay.
regular bionics. How much damage are they?
D3 each.
Ooh. Give me 1? No.
Okay. So,
Hold on.
what are you looking at?
I just want to make double sure. I think, yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. He
They
takes
changed bionics
8
on
damage.
Okay, he's dead.
Great. Does he explode?
Does he explode? Yes.
Wow. So just 1 mortal wound, right?
Yeah, it's 1 mortal wound in like 3 inches.
Okay, so it does hit these guys too, which is good.
Alright, so then I take 1. Is there still 1 guy in there? Did I not kill him?
Oh, he should be dead. I just didn't realize he was there. My apologies.
So 1 mortal wound on the guys.
Okay, I genuinely think that might have been the right
I
call.
think it was. I would have done that in your position.
Okay, we're gonna squeeze forward a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think that was the right call. All right, you may continue with whatever slaughter you wish.
Alright. Let's deal with those guys way over there.
Robots.
Robots.
All right, go to town.
Yeah.
You look like you're pondering something.
I am. I'm thinking ahead, so let's not do that. So the robots have 4 attacks each, because they each have 1 fist, which gives them an extra attack to their base 3.
Okay.
So that's 12, and they are hitting on 2s. There's 1 here.
Hitting on 2s is insane.
They're strength 10, so they're also wounding on 2s.
Fuck, okay.
And then these are all at AP 3 and 3 damage.
What?
Yeah.
That's like night killing. I'm just gonna roll some dice. We're all dead. That's like night killing powerful. Okay.
This spot's pretty good.
Those guys die. I guess you can do these gentlemen.
Yeah.
Who do you want to start with over here?
So there's no interrupting anymore, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll start with the Scutari Marshal on the Ancient, just because that's the only guy he can hit.
Okay.
So he's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Although he is within 6. Is he a core? He's not a core.
He's not core because he's a character.
Yeah, so he's got 3 attacks hitting on 3s.
Nice.
I would like those rerolls. And then this is strength 6.
So winning on 3.
Actually, that is now winning on 2s because of -1 toughness from Rad Saturation.
Oh, stupid. All right. Sure.
Wounds, and that is AP 2, I believe.
Fail. How much damage?
1 damage.
Okay. He's down to 4 or 5. 4.
Okay.
All right.
Next, we will do the Engine Seer.
Okay.
And the Engine Seer has 2 attacks. 1 with his Omniscient Axe and 1 with his Servo Arm.
Cool.
So these are both hitting on 4s.
Okay.
I better differentiate them.
Yes.
So big
The,
one
the
is
server
the
arm is
servo.
not -1 anymore?
Not anymore.
Stupid. All right.
Neither of them hit. That
Okay,
kinda
great.
sucks.
All right. And then you got all these dum-dums.
Yeah, and then the Tech Priest as well.
Do they have any melee weapons?
Yes, there's an Arc Maul amongst the for the big guy.
Okay.
So these guys, we've got 11 attacks, 2 with the Arc Maul, and the rest are just hand weapons. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they're all hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Couple of 1s in there to reroll.
Nice.
Okay, so that didn't work. But these are just hand weapons. And so this is out. And so interestingly, the Maul is wounding on a 2.
Why? What's it?
Because he's +3 strength. And they are also
Oh no!
toughness 3 now.
Okay.
And then everything else is wounding on a 3.
Okay.
So that is 3 at no AP. And 1 at AP, I want to say 2.
3 at no AP, pass, and then I have Sanctuary and my warding staves, so we're going to be saving on 4s. I'm just going to do it. We saved it. All right.
Cool. You get to fight with your big old boy now.
Oh, buddy. So he's got 3 attacks. Oh, I shouldn't. Well, anyway. 6 attacks with his red axe.
I don't have any command points to do Untainted and Unbowed again.
So 3s. And of course, I should have been re-rolling for Mars. And I never did.
Mars is in melee as well.
It is.
Gross.
And I should have done that for the engine save,
Learning.
and so these are all strength 6, so he's winning on 2s with all of these.
Hate that. Awful.
I still got 2 1s though.
Okay.
Great. AP 5.
Okay, so 4 up in bones. Ugh, okay, 2 of the warning staves die. Gross ass. Let's see.
Still not as good as I would have
No.
liked, but
That's fine. Okay, we're gonna die there, and we're gonna die there. Okay. We get to fight back finally. Finally.
finally.
We gotta play the game like it's meant. Okay, so I'm gonna have, I'm gonna start with my banner bearer. He's gonna do 6 attacks into the little basic boys. God, his strength is lower now, isn't it?
Yep.
That's so weird. Okay, so strength 3 then, so winning on 4s. It's 4
matter.
wounds against the regular guys.
Alright, so they have 4 ups. 4, you said?
Yes.
Lose 3.
Okay. Now, we've got 1, 2, 3 warding staves and 1 sword into him. And then we're just gonna put... Yeah, okay. And then we're gonna put the 2 guns into him, and there's 2 regular fists into the little guys as well.
Alright.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot going on in this little fight. 4 swords. These are hitting on 3s. Come on, Knight of the Flame! Okay, thanks, Yeti Actual. He did it this time. But now it's strength 4 and he's wounding on 5s. Or strength 3 and he's wounding on 5s. So 1 at AP 3 against that dude.
Against my Dominus.
Yep.
So a 4 up.
Die!
Fails it, but I could... Wait, there's more attacks going in him, right?
There are a lot more attacks going into
Alright,
him.
yeah, he'll just die.
Great, we did it! Then I've just got this guy's 2 attacks against the Engine Seer. Or 3 attacks, sorry. Wounding on a 5. He wounds once. Engine Seer.
AP?
Nope.
Okay, so 3 up.
Okay.
Else?
And then I've got 3 attacks going into the Rangers or whatever they're called. Vanguard? Okay, 1 wound against them.
Alright. No AP?
No AP.
We're up. Saves that one.
Weird. Okay.
So the engine steers on 3.
Do you have to make a morale check for them?
Yeah, I will have to.
Weird. What a weird turn.
So they do get one of the things we did in the...
They can. Combat attrition, yeah.
No, they can. I gave them the +1 leadership from the broad spectrum data.
Yes.
On that guy.
So they lost how many?
How many? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. So that's 3.
Yes.
And they are leadership 8 now. So on a 6, 1 will...
Yep.
Woo!
Is it 5?
So actually giving that +1 leadership mattered.
Okay, and my purifiers can't fail. So yeah, I'm just gonna consolidate them in and then...
Makes sense.
Lovely. Okay, weird. I think you swung back really well there.
Yeah, I'm realizing like the problem is points wise, I have to be controlling stuff. If you can shift with those Terminators, you can shift my guys off that objective, then I will have a hard time continue to score points. And I just gave you basically full points for Assassinate by
Gave me a lot.
throwing my characters into you.
You did get a couple for Abhor the Witch, though.
Yes, I did. And so, yeah, I mean, I do think I'm going to start getting some for Vital Ground now, which is good.
Absolutely.
I need that really bad.
I need to get you off this point over here.
So
All right,
it's
cool.
going to come down to what happens next.
Let's do it. We're gonna do morale, or we're gonna do my command phase, and be right back. Okay, we finished Greathammer movement, but of course, because it's my turn, the AdMech get to do something.
Yeah, so new Canticles, new battle round. This turn, we are doing Litany of the Electromancer. While this Canticle is active, each time a melee attack is made against this unit, subtract 1 from the attack's hit roll. So -1 to hit in melee against my whole army.
I hate that. Damn.
So much better than roll a d6 and do d3 damage, mortal wounds on a 6.
Man,
if you're
ouch.
within engagement range.
That might really hurt this round.
Yeah,
All right.
This is the turn for it, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that was nice on time.
And Conquer Imperative for my Doctrina. All of my units all my Scutari are +1 weapon skill, -1 ballistic skill.
Suck.
Yeah. And I guess, yeah.
Wow. Oh, man. Okay. Cool. So, I moved these guys a little closer. We're going to take out these guys, hopefully, and claim that objective. I did not get any points for primary this turn, by the way. Chaplain of Krail screamed his litany of hatred and listened to himself, and now he's roaming closer to these guys. He's going to take a face full of Flamer, but he's going to crush him also, and then get that objective back for us. My Dreadknights are scooching forward. We're going to kill a bunch of characters is the plan. My Techmarine is over here, and he's kind of figuring his whole thing out. He's not exactly sure what's up, but he's protected by the Dreadknights at the moment. These guys didn't move. We can't. We don't want to. So we're going to smite now. All right, moving into my psychic phase. I'm just going to straight smite with the Purifiers first into this guy.
Alrighty.
The Engine Seer. Smite. Got him. So D6 mortal wounds. 5.
Dead.
All right.
Goodbye, Engines here. That's more points for assassination.
Yeah.
I did this to myself.
And my Paladin Nation is going to do the same thing into your Ranger Marshal.
Marshal.
He succeeds. D6 mortal wounds.
He's
6.
also dead.
Lovely.
Well, that was 6 assassinate points.
All right. Now, this gentleman here is going to Vortex of Doom up here.
Okay.
So he's an 8, and I get +1. All right, he gets it. So D3 mortal wounds. Just 2 up here to this guy.
All right. So he's down to 3.
Yep. All right. And this gentleman right here is going to cast Sanctuary, and he's going to cast it. He succeeded. All right. He puts Sanctuary on. Oof. Tricky. He puts Sanctuary onto. Somebody's about to get neutron lasered. He puts Sanctuary onto this guy, honestly.
All right.
All right, so he has a 4-up invuln. Cool. Then I've got these guys over here. We're going to just smite one of these things. We fail. Excellent. Chaplain of Krail is going to cast Armored Resilience on himself. He passes. He is -1 to being wounded.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay. That's it for Psychic. We're just going to go into shooting. Chaplain of Krail is going to fire his Stormbolter at the Taroxy. Do they have a -2 to being hit for any reason?
They don't.
Great! He hits 4 times. Are they T3?
They are T3.
All right, he wounds twice.
All right. 4 ups. Make 1, fail 1.
Love it. 1
is on 1 wound.
Love it. Okay, these guys, we're going to fire into the infiltrators here. Just tons of Stormbolter fire. I know that they've got like high defenses and stuff, but we're just gonna assume a ton of soda can sized explosives are gonna take care of them. Okay. Oh boy. Nice. They're T3.
Yes, they are.
Okay, 6 wounds to them.
6 wounds. Any AP?
Nope. Just
Okay,
Stormbolters.
So, I was just remembering I didn't use taser chains last time, which is great because the guy who was going to use it died. So, how many did you say?
6. No AP.
6. So 6 2-ups because they are in cover and they get plus an extra while they're in cover.
Cool. Nice.
1 dice. 1's on 1 wound.
Okay. Oh, forgive me. I entirely forgot to do his psychic power. Do you mind if I go back
go
to
ahead.
it? Okay, great. It's going to be Pierce the Veil again. Which he passes. Okay, so I get a second check for Pierce the Veil. So one of them, so 1.5 die?
Dead and 1 is on 1 wound. That was not good.
Hey, that's how I feel with Terminators. Okay, moving over to shooting. My Techmarine here is going to light them on fire, assuming I moved correctly. I did, excellent. So he's going to put his flamer and his little pseudo plasma gun into them.
All right.
And his Stormbolter. All right, so Stormbolter. And these guys. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds.
4 ups. Make a
Nice.
Okay.
Flamer. Oh. Winning on a 3. Okay, great.
AP?
Nope, just a Flamer.
1 dice.
All right, and then his weird pseudo-plasma. Miss.
Okay.
All right, and then we got our Dreadknights. How are we going to do with our Dreadknights? So I'm definitely gonna light him on fire. What's his save, actually?
2 up.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, but the 2 better tech priests have 2 up.
All right, I'm gonna put. Let's start with him. He's gonna put all of this into this. Does this guy have a 2 up as well?
No, he has a 3 up.
Okay, I'm gonna put everything into him from this first Dreadknight.
Makes sense to me.
Okay, so we're hitting on 3s with this. That was pretty good. And then we are strength 4, so winning on 4s. Wow, nicely done, guy. Okay, so 6, 8.
8, no AP?
No AP.
8, 2 ups. Let's see if I do better than with the guys I wanted to whip. I
think you rolled-
lost some in there.
Yeah, reroll 3 of them.
Yeah. That was a bad placement. Okay, he makes all but 1s.
Okay, so D3 damage. I might kill him.
He might.
I do!
Oh, he's dead.
Great, I waste the flamethrower. But, I mean, overkill is better than no kill.
Yeah.
All right. Then we've got...
I'm going to have to hire a lot of new professors.
All right. Then we've got... He's going to put his guns into the Scutari over there. Not Scutari. Yes, Scutari. But not Rangers. Vanguard. All right. 12 shots from the Gatling Silencer. Oh my god. He saw his brother do well, and he was like, I don't really want to show him up, so I'm going to do the opposite. 4. No AP against
4
that.
no AP. Well, they're only 4 ups right now, so... 1 dies.
Okay.
We'll take the front one.
Okay. That's all my shooting. Unfortunately, my big Psycannons and stuff in there, I can't use them because we're infantry.
Yeah.
Charging! Can you quickly measure the distance on here?
Certainly can. So we've got, looks like an 11-inch charge.
Does 11 touch him, or does it get me? Does 10 get me at the end?
I keep punching him. I'm going to say...
We'll say 11.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, YOLO. You never know, right? Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Boop, boop. That's happening.
No. First the phrase gone too, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to spend my only command point, reroll that.
That's probably enough.
I think that gets. Yeah. And then I'm going to have those guys over there. We're going to charge into the Rustriders.
Rustalkers. There. That's good.
All right, we got it. Excellent. I'll do some movement. Be right back. Also, my chaplain's going to charge, and he's going to spend 1 CP to Overwatch.
All right, so real quick, the 5 not flamers, just see if any of them hit. One actually does.
Nice. Wound on a 6 because of armored resilience.
Doesn't.
Excellent.
All right, so 46 auto hits. Not bad. 10, 14, 17.
Oof.
3, 4?
He is T4, but he has
fives.
armored resilience,
Yeah,
so winning on
these are
5s.
5s now. Not bad.
Good.
I kind of wish I had had a Wrath of Mars on that. So we are looking at 8 at AP1.
8 at AP1, that sucks. All right. Fortunately, Tide of Shadows, so 2s. 1. Okay, great. Does he make the charge? He does! All right, be back in fights. Okie doke. So, Toby can't interrupt, so I'm just going to start with Chaplain of Krail. He's got 4 attacks on the charge. Hitting on 2s,
They
rerolling.
are -1 to hit because the whole army is right now.
The whole army is mine? No.
That's
Right. I just angrily zoomed in. That's right, I forgot about that. Okay, so he's hitting on 3s, rerolling everything, though, because of his litany of hatred.
Probably.
Wow, that paid off 3 times. Okay, 3. Strength is 5.
So 3s.
Suck! 1 at AP 1.
1?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's still on a 5. Because they have shit saves. But
2 damage!
one is killed!
Man, I was really expecting
him to do a lot more than that. Okay, I'm just gonna move right down the line. We're doing a bunch of swords, and God, the swords are hitting on 4s now. All right, Sergeant.
Please pay off.
Terminator. Okay, great. We're gonna start chopping these infiltrators right here. We're hitting on 4s now. Wow.
Okay, well, that's terrible for me.
Tremendous. Strength 4, so winning on 3s. That went the other direction.
All right, well, I'll take that.
What is with my dice? I don't understand what they're thinking. 4 of them at AP3.
Okay, so these are on their 5-up invulns.
5 of invulns.
Yeah,
Right.
they got another buff they got in the book. So 2 go through.
So 1 dies, and then the
one-
next one dies.
Okay.
So 2
that
dies.
puts me down to how many? 2?
Just 1
Or
left.
just 1. Just the princeps!
Just the princeps.
Kill?
We're gonna pile it into the
Okay.
stupid little...
I made another one.
I'm waiting for you to do that so I can... Alright, great. Excellent.
It's all up to him!
Okay, wow. -1 to hit. Okay. Should have charged in the second Dreadknight, but then he'd be exposed and I didn't want that. Alright. He gets 6 attacks with his 2 fists.
Playing funeral pipes in my head for that guy.
6 attacks with his 2 hits. So these are, or with his 2 fists. So these are hitting on 4s now because he's -1 to being hit.
Yep.
Okay, come on, dice.
That's some force.
Perfectly average. Strength, many.
Probably more than his T4.
Okay, 3 at AP3.
Okay, so he has a...
You said 3 up.
I did say a 3-up, and so I'm wondering...
He probably has
this is a new
bionics.
model. Does he... Okay, he has enhanced bionics, so he's a 5-up invuln.
Boo.
But I only make 1.
So, how many wins does he have?
4, I think.
All right, I got
4.
2d3. Let's do it.
He's dead.
He's dead. Great.
Ouch.
Okay. And we're just gonna push this guy
That just maxed you on
into them.
Assassinate.
I think it did just max me on
That's
Assassinate.
5
Yeah.
of my 6 characters.
All right. So then you get to fight with your little boys.
Okay. Yeah, because that's true.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can do anything.
I'm gonna be a little bit closer to the objective.
So they are weapon skill 3 now because of my new Doctrina. So we've got the 2 arc hits, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have left? 6. So 2 arc, and then 6 not so goods. All hitting on 3s. Space Marine hitting.
Ugh.
And there's no rerolls, so none of the arcs hit, which kind of sucks, but they weren't going to.
Oh, and a lot of misses.
Anyway. And then these are wounding on 4s. 2 wounds, no AP.
Wow, you kill a purifier.
He died of
Radiation.
saturation.
Okay, I'm gonna strike back with my Ancient, who gets 5 attacks now, hitting on 2s, hitting on 3s, and winning on 4s. None. Wow, all of these minuses and all these weird buffs. All right, cool. We're just gonna go to town with the sword. 1. Winning on a 4. Ah! Okay, and then we've got the little, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Did you mean to have him consolidate into engagement range with them?
I did, yes.
Okay. Smart.
Okay, so let's see, 1, or I'm doing the warding staves now. 1, 2, 3, because they weren't charged, so they don't get that additional attack. And I think there are 3 warding staves left. Okay, so just the 6 attacks with the warding staves. Okay, at least we'll hit. Strength 5 now, so winning on 3s. All right, 4 at AP 1.
All right, so 4 5-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Make 1,
Okay,
and so that's just 3 dead.
yeah, 3 dead. And then we got some punches. 1 hit, no wounds.
Okay.
Gross!
So 3 dead.
All right, and if you want to fight with your princeps real quick.
Yeah, I do. I would love to.
That was smart. You exposed him now.
Yeah. And also, they're probably gonna. Well, if they're not running, they'll fall back.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets 4 attacks, and then a cord claw. He's sitting on 2s now because of the Doctrina. All hit,
Okay.
and then he's winning on 3s.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Because,
they're
strength
soft
4
swords.
plus 1. Yeah.
Yep.
And then 6s are, of course, more wounds in addition. Wow, that was
Just 1 wound?
1 wound at AP3.
Saved it. Cool.
Well, So much for that.
And then, do your Taraxi have
I
any
do
melee?
want my Taraxi to fight.
Okay, great.
They're okay.
All right, these guys have an alarming number of attacks because they get bonus attacks when they're charged.
So, interesting new rule. Swooping strikes. Each time this unit fights, if it made a charge move or was charged until that fight is resolved, add 1 to the attacks characteristic of models in this unit.
That's bizarre.
Bizarre indeed. They can also charge in a turn they felt back.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, go to town. Where do you want to roll?
We can roll up here in the rolling spot. So these are all hitting on 2s because of the Doctrina. And 6s on the big red dice are exploding because tasers.
That sucks.
And there is in fact one. So, So the taser's 2 extra because it's a taser. And so these are all strength 4, and then these are strength 6. These are wounding on 3s, and these are wounding on 4s.
Okay.
He's -1 to wound still?
He is -1 to wound.
Okay, so 4s on the big red dice, 5s on the small red
Sounds
dice.
good.
If I had command points, I'd be using it. So we did lose quite a few in there, but these are all at AP 1.
All of them.
Yeah.
Come on, Chaplain and Crail. He takes 2, and he's still standing at 1 wound.
Hey, all right.
Look at that. What a hero. Okay, that was all of it, right?
Yep.
Okay, you got to make a morale save for these dudes.
I have to make a round save for these guys too.
Ooh.
So they still have +1 from our broad spectrum data tether, but they lost 3.
4, didn't they?
4?
They lost a couple from punches. They lost a couple from quarter staves.
That makes sense to me. So they have leadership 8 right now. So let's see. Yeah, they run.
All right,
well,
so
1 runs, and they're definitely below half strength.
So then you roll 3 dice.
So we're going to roll 3 and see if any more run. That's comp.
All right, 1 more runs.
We'll just do this guy with the enemy stats.
And then you got those dudes over there.
And then those guys, they did not have +1, and they lost 2?
2 or 3. Let's roll.
I think it was 2.
Yeah.
So they're okay.
All right, cool. Awesome. Oh, what about this dude? He might run.
Oh, yeah, he lost 2.
Yes, sir.
Let me double check his.
He lost 3 this turn, actually.
He had 1. Remember, 1 died from
shooting this turn,
and I think turn 1. Or
no. You had 5 initially in that squad. I killed 1 turn. I killed 1 turn 1. You lost 1 from my shooting this turn, and then you lost 2 from melee this turn. So you lost 3 this turn.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So then the question is,
What's his leadership?
7.
Okay. So on a 5 or 6. He's good. Okay, awesome. Woo! All right, I'm going to add up some points then. We'll come back after AdMech turn 3. Boy. All right, so turn 3 for the AdMech. Wow. Yeah, turn 3? Turn 3. Weird. Okay, yeah, and fortunately, his command phase didn't really have much happening to it.
Yeah, all the characters gone.
All the characters did, so he didn't really have anything to do.
That speeds things up.
He tried to advance these little Vanguard onto the objective, re-rolled it. They didn't make it, so he just put them back in there. He was trying to go here. Failed.
It was 1 CP to deny 7 5 points, and I lost the 50-50 twice.
I think that was worth it.
It's a dice game. That's how we roll.
Moved these guys back just to get some clean firing on all this and get away from Dreadknight charges. Move these Electro Priests up to that objective. They have to kill the Terminators or they won't claim it. These guys fell back with the intention of charging again, and some robots came up to shoot the Purifiers. Did I miss anything?
I don't believe you did.
Nice. All right, where do you want to start?
So, we're just going to move straight into shooting. Quick shooting over here. This guy is just within 18 inches of the Chaplain. So
cool.
He's got 2d3 of his carbine shots. Is this denoting anything?
No, that was my Grandmaster's hit points.
So 2d3 shots. That is 5. Interestingly, as Skitari, in my current protocol, he's not -1 to hit.
No, my guy is not. He's not on a terrain
I'm hitting
feature.
on 4s.
Okay. 1.
It mattered so much.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, strength 5 though.
Strength 5?
Yeah, and it's AP1 ignores cover.
We got it.
Okay. So that didn't really go anywhere.
They can't shoot because they fell back.
Yeah, but they can charge.
Where do you want to go next?
Let's do all the Rangers. So the Rangers have 10 shots on the Purifiers, but they moved and are using heavy weapons, and so they only have They're hitting on 5s.
Because of the Conqueror Doctrina.
Yep.
Wow.
So we have 10
Because,
shots,
and important to
20
specify
shots.
this, they're getting -1 to hit because they moved. Conqueror Doctrina reduces their ballistic skill by 1.
Yeah. So the Doctrinas
5s.
all are modifying characteristics on the datasheet, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right, cool. So 20 shots hitting on 5s.
All into the Purifiers. We did okay. A lot of 6s. If only those were
Anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Used to matter.
All right, and then wounding on 4s.
Yep. Gotta get all this out of here. Wounding on 4s. 4? 4 wounds at AP1.
AP1, so 3s. 1 good dice.
All right.
Let's take care of a warding stave. All right, where do you want to go next?
We are going to go to...
Oh, these guys fell back. That's what I
They
forgot to
did,
mention.
yes.
All right.
They cannot do anything. And I really want to believe they can kill him. So, yeah. So, these guys are going to... Oh, this is such a hard decision. But they are not, yeah. Okay. They are going to be shooting into the Purifiers.
Okay, and they're hitting on 4s now?
They're hitting 4s, yes. They do not get the ballistic skill change because they're Cult Mechanicus, not Scutari. And they're vehicles, so they don't suffer penalty from moving and shooting heavy weapons.
Okay, so the 3s or 4s then?
It is 4s. Their ballistic skill is just 4.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And so only 2 of them can see. And actually that does then beg the question, can the one who can see, I think he can see the Chaplain through the window.
Okay, sure.
So we'll do the 6 into the Purifiers real quick, and on 4s. A couple of hits in there. That was, I bumped that one.
Wounding on 3?
Yep, 6s. 1 at AP1.
Boo!
2 damage.
Yeah, okay.
And the 3 onto the Chaplain. 2 hits.
Woo!
Wounded on 3s. 1 wound, AP1.
Don't die? All right, he's great.
Cool.
Okay.
So then we are going to go to
Big ol' tanks?
the Icarus array, and it is going to put all its shots into the Purifiers.
Okay.
So that is again 5 Gatling rockets, 4 auto cannons, 1 very big rocket.
What a weird weapon.
Yeah, and these are all hitting on 4s because they do suffer the Doctrina thing.
Okay, cool.
So they're those skill 4 now. I was saying to Stefan off camera, because they get +1 weapon skill with the Doctrina and they have base weapon skill 5, they are now as good at kicking as they are at shooting. If you ignore AP and damage and everything, of course. So we've got actually not too bad. That's out. That's out. These are out. And the rest of this is wounding on 3s.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 2 at AP2 and 2 at AP1.
The AP1s are saving on 3s. All right. And the AP2s are saving on 4s. Oh, another guy dies.
Okay.
All right, that was the last of our warding staves.
Could have been better, but... and then also 3 stubbers real fast. 1 hits. 1's on a 4. Doesn't wound, it was a 2.
Grand. And then you got big old gun.
What does it want to go into?
This does have a 4-up invul, and this one has a 5-up.
I mean, I could just try and... Do they have a 8 invul now?
Who?
The Purifiers?
They do not. They lost their
I'm
invul.
just going to try and zap some Purifiers. I
Hell
think
yeah.
I have to give up on killing the Dreadknights right now.
Okay, cool.
So D3, and then I'll do this... Actually, let's just do this 6 while I have the dice in my hand.
Stubbers?
So 6 stubbers into them. 1 hit.
Lovely.
Oh, wait, no, they were hitting on 4s.
There were 2 4s.
There were 2 4s. Okay, so there's 3 dice. 4s again. 2 wounds, no AP.
You killing?
Yay! And then D3, neutron laser shots. 2. Hitting on 4s. No hits.
Lovely.
Okay.
And that's all of your
So-
shooting, isn't it?
I do believe so. So
Okay.
I'm still writing it. Oh, no, they did advance.
They advanced.
I think, but they do have, one has an assault weapon, it's barely worth it, but let's just do it real fast. So he's hitting on 5s because he advanced and also has ballistic skill 4 right now. Hits once. Would auto wound if it was not a vehicle. Doesn't wound.
Great.
That was a waste of time.
All right.
Charges.
Cool. Where do you want to start with that?
So let's real quick. They're gonna auto charge.
Yeah, they get in.
And then the Tech Priest. So this is mostly about how many of them can get into engagement range with the Terminators. So let's find out. 7. That's not bad.
All right. Are there any other charges you're gonna want to do?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone else is really in the range.
All right. We'll move everybody in then and be right back.
Now these guys get to use their Voltigite Blast.
6 of them are within range to do it. On 6s, mortal wounds?
On 6s, mortal wounds. We did get 1.
Hey, you kill a Terminator.
Boom.
Oh, I dropped a guy. All right. Cool. Sweet. And then you get to pile in and fight with them.
Yeah. So
Interestingly, that Terminator dying is going to make it maybe, because each of them can only move 3 inches, so maybe some of them won't actually get in.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Oh boy, this is a... So it looks like one of them is having a hard time. So you got 9 guys, burgers and fries.
18 attacks.
All right. Oh boy. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so 18 attacks. Hitting on 3s. They do not get... I forgot the Mars rerolls again.
Mars.
I thought Mars was going to be easy to remember.
You just got to have so much fun. Again, I am genuinely impressed about how much you are actually remembering.
10, so 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 attacks hitting on 3s. They are not getting the Doctrina stuff.
Okay. Because they're
not Scutari. Although, interestingly, they are core. They're the only Cult Mechanicus core units, pretty much.
Weird.
So I can reroll one of these misses.
So they do get the Dogma, but they don't get the...
They don't get the Doctrina. Yeah, there's basically like 4... There's 3 things that can affect most of the army. 1 thing affects all of it. 2 things affect half. But when you're Mars, 2 of them affect all of it.
Okay.
I mean, imagine not playing Mars. Okay, I missed anyway. So they have all... These have all hit. And they are strength 5.
Okay, wounding on 3s.
So they're wounding on 3s, and then 6s on these wound rolls are just 2 mortal wounds in the attack sequence ends.
Gross.
Yeah.
All right, so you need 2 6s in my squad as well.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be save me a lot of heartache. I get 1.
You get 1 6?
1 6.
And how many?
And then, so that ends, and so then we have 1, 2, 4, 8 at AP2, and 2 damage.
Come on, buddy. All 4s. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, yeah.
I'm saying to say, if they can't kill 2 Terminators, then everything you know about Fulgurites is wrong.
Damn. All right, you've got that object for me. Cool. You get to fight with your Birdmen.
Yeah. And so now just Siphon Vigor means that those Fulgurites now have a 4-up invuln, and their Voltiguy's field goes off on a 5 instead of a 6.
Hopefully they won't get into any melee with anything.
Yeah, it seems
for the rest
unlikely
of the
at this point in the game, but we'll see. I probably won't want to consolidate them afterwards. But these guys, because they charged again, swooping strikes, they are getting an extra attack.
That's upsetting.
It's kind of bonkers.
I wish I just had a bunch of storm bolters to throw at them.
Yeah. So I literally have to go back and look again. So it's 2 base attacks, so 3 attacks on the not taser and 4 on the taser.
Okay.
So we've got 9 attacks with the tasers, or not the tasers. 4 attacks with the tasers. These are all hitting on 2s, and 6s on the tasers explode.
Okay.
It's an exploding taser. That's nice.
They're all hitting on 2s. That's obscene.
Yeah. And so we do get 2 tasers back. And so then the tasers are wounding on... Is he still -1?
No.
Okay.
Wait, yes, because he got... Yeah, that's right, because I chose not to smite with him. I chose to do that instead.
Right. So the tasers are wounding on 4s, and the
claws
are wounding on 5s.
Woo!
Okay, so...
Tasers have no AP, right?
No, they have 1 AP now. I know, they're both.
Oh, the taser kills him.
So he dies.
Damn it!
Oh!
Does he go to town?
I could do in death, only in death to the end for 1 command point.
They are still -1 to hit in melee.
I just not no. If he had more attacks, maybe. Yeah. Chaplain, a Krail, you did your best.
It is best.
All right. I don't have any fights to do. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Consolidate these guys.
Consolidate those guys. We can do that off camera.
Wonderful. And then we'll do Grey Knights turn 4. I don't have a lot to do.
Yeah. Go fast. Doctrinas.
All right. So I only get 5 points for primary on my turn. You get to do stuff on my turn.
Again! So we are Canticles this time. Benediction of the Omnissiah. When this Canticle is active, each time a unit is selected to shoot, just shoot, reroll 1 hit roll, wound roll, and damage roll.
Weird.
And that's the whole army again, because it's Mars.
That's really good.
And then Protector, Imperative Doctrina. All my Skitarii units are now Ballistic Skill +1, Weapon Skill -1.
That's frustrating. Okay. Sweet. I didn't do much movement. Movement Techmarine over here. Abel is going to take care of these guys, and also he's going to continue piercing veils. I have 2 command points now. I need to remember that. This guy's grabbing this objective. We've decided, screw this tank. We're going to take it out. And that's it. I'm going to go right into my Psychic phase. I'm going to start with piercing that veil. Veil. Pierced just barely. All right. So he pierces the veil. Excellent. Smite onto that thing. We did it. So it takes a d6 mortal wounds.
Ugh.
It takes 2 mortal wounds.
It's down to 9. I'm sad because there's a 1 CP stratagem to have vehicles ignore mortal wounds on 4s.
Lie. You told me about that. I hate that.
Can't.
And then he's going to cast as his other power. Nothing. I'm not going to spend a command point to have him cast again. These guys are also going to smite him for d6 mortal wounds. We did it. D6. 1. I guess I had to swing that way eventually. I was getting some pretty good rolls on those earlier. Okay, cool. And then he's going to smite it for 1. 1 mortal wound.
7.
Okay. And then we're going to smite there. Okay. Yep. 1 mortal wound.
Okay, so that one's dead.
Now we're going to do a bunch of shooting. First thing we're going to do... Yeah, okay. So we're putting the Psycannons into... Oh, tricky. God, there's so much going on. Okay. This guy, we're going to start over here. He's going to put his Flamer, his Plasma thing, and his Stormbolter into those dudes. So the Flamer auto hits, so it's not -1. So 2 auto hits. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. They're both dead. Or no, they're not.
They
They're
get 4s.
getting 4 wounds. And 1 is dead.
Okay, and then here comes Stormbolter, hitting on 4s.
Okay.
1. Nope, no wounds.
Okay.
Plasma thing. Whoa, miss. All right, because they're -1 to hit. Yeah. All right. Interesting.
He's right behind that pillar.
Yeah. It's frustrating. Okay. Now we're gonna just continue throwing as much gunfire around as we can. This guy's doing his silencer up here. So 3s, no rerolls.
Up into the Vanguard.
Yep.
Now I can't.
Now you can't do it right.
Rangers.
3s. Okay. 5, no AP up here.
And so they'd be in cover, yeah?
Yes.
So, 3s. We do lose 2.
Okay. Now, I'm going to do this guy's Stormbolter into the 2 Vanguard right there.
Makes
the
sense.
character. Pew pew! He hits all times. And wounds 2 times.
Exactly enough.
We did it!
Die. All right.
Great. Okay. Working. We're going to do the Silencer up into them. And then we're going to do the... I guess we're going to do the Incinerator into that thing, because what else are we going to do? All right, so Silencer up top. Miraculous. Good shooting, buddy. All right, and Strength 4, 3. Just got 4 saves. Hey, that was really good. 9 up here.
9 up there, any AP?
Nope.
Okay, so 9 at 3.
Just forcing saves.
Ooh, that's really
That's
bad.
great.
So 6. 6 are killed. Oh, that's so bad.
That's lovely. All right, and then he's just going to put his heavy incinerator into the Doomcrawler.
6.
2 times, wounding on 5s, 1 wound, AP 1 against the Onager.
On the Onager.
Onager?
Mm-hmm.
AP 1.
Fails it.
2 damage.
All right, it's down to 5.
All right, we're going to keep on just blasting into that thing. I'm going to throw the 2 Psycannons and that Purifier Squad into it. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits. Wounding on 4s, 1 wound, AP 1.
All right. 4 up. Fails it.
Okay, and then here's a Stormbolter at him.
And 4.
No wounds. Okay, that was all of my shooting. Nice and quick. All right. You don't have any command points. I have 2 command points, so I'm going to... We're just going to charge everything into this. All right. The Ancient first.
I mean, he gets there. Or
He
does he?
does.
He gets -2 from the crater?
Yeah, he doesn't make it with
He
a
doesn't
fail.
move.
That's stupid. He doesn't need it. All right, this guy's going to charge. He gets in.
Does he go? He'd have to go -2 and around the ancient, though.
He would. You're right. Okay, thank God. We're just going to go there. And so that put me down to 1 command point. And then my purifiers are also going to charge it. You never know when you need that extra little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll do.
Now we're going to get ruined by a bunch of robots and stuff, but that's okay. All right, great. I'm going to start my combat. Why not? I'm just going to finish it by using Overwhelming Assault. So he gets an additional attack. I can reroll wound rolls and damage rolls of 1 with him. So he gets 7 attacks swinging at this thing. 3s! Oh, but he's within 6 inches of that banner, so he gets another attack. So 8 attacks. I probably could have put my shooting elsewhere, knowing that. This is strength 12.
All right, that's 3s.
Wow, suck!
Ooh.
But he gets to reroll this because of Overwhelming Assault.
Still
Okay,
really not
3 at AP, 3.
Okay, so they have 5 ups.
Really? They have 5
up
up
invuln, yeah. Doesn't matter, but I do want to double check if that's in shooting, just so I don't lie to everyone.
Okay.
It is just a straight 5 up.
Okay, so I get to reroll this damage roll of 1 as well, so it takes 6 damage.
He's dead. Does he blow up? No.
Okay.
I wish I had one CP to force him to. But, it is what it is.
Okay, so he dies. I'm gonna pile in here.
Does he get reduced from the crater for piling him?
No, it's only
Okay.
when you make a... It lists like normal move charge, things like that. Blip! So he does that. So he's gone, if you wouldn't mind. I'm gonna then...
Yeah. Get out of here.
We're gonna go 3 inches this way. This is important. I'm gonna measure that because I can move a total of 6 inches and I might get within 3 of that. Okay, oh boy. Yeah. Okay, that was my turn 4. Cool. There's a lot. Man.
Sorry for the thing. I'm sad that the neutron laser got tied up, but
Yeah,
it
that
is
was
what it is.
very good. Would you like to make a morale for them? They
I
lost.
would. They need a 1. No.
Alright,
So
so-
1 runs. The last 2. One is
There's
left.
one guy. Oh, and the guy in the cover there, he lost 2
He
friends or
lost
1 friend?
2. And he is 7. So
So
I'm
yeah, 6 he flees.
What's it gonna be?
Damn.
He's
All right.
insanely brave.
Cool. All right, we're gonna do your turn 4. We'll be right back. So a lot of consideration, and you just said you want to charge with your Electro Priest, but you know it's not the right play.
So basically because that objective is my Archaeo Vault, I get an extra 5 for controlling it at the end of the game.
Yeah.
If I move those Electro Priests off it, there's 1 Princeps in this building holding it that can be seen by this Dreadknight. And while he has a 2 up in cover, there's 12 potential shots hitting him. I lose, one save. He's dead. I lose the objective. That's like 7 points.
Yeah, so
I gotta just sit on it.
Yeah, and you want to keep my my Dreadknight tied up
Yeah,
with your Doomcrawler.
and so what I want here, because Stefan only has 1 more turn, if this Doomcrawler is at full wounds, can survive melee from him, then
I can't do anything
you
with my
can't do
Dreadknight.
anything. I mean, he has to fall back. He can't shoot. So
Yeah, I
you
think
just-
honestly,
yeah.
I think that's galaxy brain level thinking.
Absorbed all the cognition from my dead tech priest.
So really, the only shooting is just these guys.
Yeah, just the robots. And they should be able to kill the purifiers. If they can't, I don't really lose anything by charging the tech priest into them. So
yeah. All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. So the robots are within, I already measured incendine combustion range. So they're going to get all their handguns and their flamers.
I'm willing to bet the flamers themselves do it.
So we'll start with the flamers because ironic, purifier, whatever.
Purifier.
Hey, look at that! 16. So 16 auto hits. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. And with Benediction of the Omnicide, I can reroll one of those if I want. And I will actually because they have the higher AP. So we'll re-roll one of these fails. Doesn't pay off. But this is still 3, 6, 9 at AP 2.
Hey, I have 9 in my hand. We're all gone.
Okay,
oh boy.
So that was it.
All right. And you're not going to charge the Electro Priest because
I want to keep this objective for me.
That makes sense. Was that your turn?
Well, I guess do you get to fight first here or do I?
I fight first because it is your turn.
It doesn't really matter
all right.
what that guy does. But yeah,
five attacks.
This is important.
You know what? I'm going to spend a command point on Overwhelming Assault. So he gets 6. He gets 4 attacks normally. He gets 5 because he has 2 fists. He gets a 6 because of Overwhelming Assault, and then the banner gives him an additional 1. So 7 attacks. Let's see if we can kill this Onager in melee here. That'll open him up for a lot of options next turn.
Yeah.
All right.
I wish I saw the -1 being hit.
3s. That's cocked. Oh boo. All right. Strength 12.
So 3s again.
We can reroll 1s. 2s are the worst number. Okay, so 4 at AP3. I don't think I can kill
4 or 5
him.
ups. Yeah, this is definitely working in my favor. This 1, so he can't die no matter what.
No, so I can do a max 9 damage. I did 8 damage.
Okay, so he is on 3 wounds remaining.
Punching the shit out of a tank.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna do. I guess you can fight back with him.
Yeah, he's got 1 attack now. Still weapons go 5.
Go team. Cool. I'm gonna do my turn 5.
Oh wait, Mars reroll. Hey! Strength something. Actually, I guess it does not. Whatever. Let's see.
I save it.
Okay. Yeah. So
All right.
it's on 3.
So I got 5 points on my turn. He's gonna max out primary. I think there's one thing I can do, and it all depends on. Okay, so we'll watch this. So my Paladin Ancient, move there. This little guy going that way. He just wants to finish the job over there.
Cannonball.
Oh yeah.
Invocation, Machine Vengeance. Roll 3d6 and discard the lowest for charges and advances.
Boo. At this point, it's just stuff happening.
Yeah.
All right, so I think I can get it. It's gonna be tricky, and this is exactly the thing that I need to do. Okay, so Psychic Phase. This guy is going to Vortex of Doom this thing. If he can get a 3 for damage, it frees him up, and he can shoot and charge. I am going to spend my last command points to cast a 3, drop the lowest, because if this goes off on a 12 or higher, he does d6 more wounds.
Oh, God.
Okay, so that was worth a shot. All right, 9 with my +1. So it does d3 mortal wounds to that guy. If it does 3, it opens it up. Damn it! Oh, it does 2.
I could have then done Benevolence of the Omnicide and ignore them on 4s. But
Yeah.
no,
Well,
he's down to 1.
at least. All right, that's fine. These guys also take a d3 because Vortex explodes.
Okay.
So they take 1.
All right, and they have a 5-up. Feel no pain.
Bruce.
They feel no pain.
He takes a d3. He takes 1.
Okay.
Ow! He's down to 11. Okay, cool. We're just gonna smite into here with his big old smite banner. We did great because I got +1. Ha! 5 mortal wounds to those guys.
All right, so we've got 5 feel no pains. I get 3.
Wow.
So 2 of them do die.
Impressive. And then we're going to do that over there. We're going to pierce the veil. We pierce the veil.
Nice.
And this guy can't do damn. All right. Dad, shooting. Let's put all our guns into this thing.
These two.
So I'm going to set fire to it with my heavy incinerator.
Oh, no, that's going to take me a couple minutes, so these two have to stay.
Just removing guys.
Yeah, I'm going to take these two. This keeps coherency.
Cool. I hit this guy 3 times with my heavy incinerator, and I wound him on 5s. Wound him 0 times. Let's do the Gatling Silencer. Gotta get all my dice. Hitting on 4s because it's a heavy weapon, and I'm in melee. Come on, 1 wound to get through. 5s. That's 4 wounds, no AP.
Okay, 4 ups.
3 ups, right?
3 ups.
Come on, fail 1.
I fail 1.
Yes!
But I have a CP. I'm going to spend it.
That's fair.
No!
Yes! Okay,
All
does
right.
he explode?
Does he explode? No.
That would have been cool.
All right, well, shoot.
Okay.
That CP did not save.
Interesting. I might be able to take this point from you. I feel like I have a chance. Okay, this guy's going to shoot his Gatling Silencer into the Fulgurites. Oh, yes, please. Okay. The Fulgurites are T4?
3.
Okay. That is 5 wounds. No AP against them.
All right, so they got a 4 up invuln. 5, you said?
Uh-huh.
So here's their invuln. So that's 3 go through.
And it is D3 damage each.
All right, so let's do
So, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, so 3. That guy's dead. 2. That guy's dead. And the 1. That guy's dead.
Okay,
3 are
great.
dead.
Okay. Chomping through them. All right, and then I'm going to shoot Stormbolter from my Paladin Ancient into them. He hits all the times and wounds twice.
All right. 2 more 4 ups.
Ooh, we're chomping them away.
Yeah, they do die pretty fast if you don't make your saves. That was
Make
this
both,
one, so
yeah.
they're okay.
Okay, that was all my guns. Actually, I guess this guy's got a Stormbolter. We're going to shoot that little remaining Skitari in the corner there. Hit him once. Did not wound. Okay, how many more Electro Priests are there?
5.
I don't think I can get your little guy there, but I think I can take the objective from you if I just kill the rest of those. Okay.
I do score at the end of my next turn, though. So,
That's true. Good point.
you should still do it, obviously. Yeah. But it doesn't...
Okay.
It'll be interesting, then. We'll see how it goes.
Boom, boom. We did it, just barely.
What did you get?
5. Do you think the 5 would make it?
Well, does he go
The
over
crater!
The crater?
No!
Yeah.
Oh, that was it! Oh!
These craters have been really impactful.
Yeah.
That one in particular.
So I can't, oh, and I don't have the CP for it because I spent it already to do the thing. So I can't make that in. My banner boy is 100% not going to kill all of them with the banner.
Yeah.
He'll just run in and die.
I mean, okay, so here's what could happen. You get in, you kill some of them, the rest flee. Just the Princeps is there and it's contested, but then of course
You're just going to go in with the robots.
Murdered,
Yeah.
So.
I think that's it for me. I can't do much other than that. And you're going to, so on your turn, you're definitely going to get 15.
Yeah.
You're going to get...
We're sure I maxed Abhor, yeah?
Yeah, we're sure you max Abhor. Okay. You're going to get Hidden Archaea Vault. Yeah. And so you're going to get, let's see, you're going to get 5 and you're getting another 2 as well.
Right.
So you're going to get 9 for, let's do quick math. So considering what he could do on his turn and what I could do on my turn, neither of us could really adjust anything that wouldn't shift him getting the points for Vital Ground, for his primaries, and for Hidden Archaea Vault.
Yep.
Archaea Vault. So totaling it out, it came out to 84 for him and 62 for me. So AdMech victory.
Woo! I almost totally embarrassed myself with a new book. It came through in the end.
Yeah. Yeah. So it kind of like we were talking about it, and we can just do the wrap up right now. Like,
sure.
We were talking about it, like me, like moving the Chaplain off of here might have been what won him it, because I don't know what my Chaplain was thinking. He walked this way and then went back, and if I hadn't, these guys couldn't have dropped down on the objective. They might not have made the charge, and that got you points for vital ground and the primary.
Yeah, I mean, given that, you know, I should have been trying to control that objective and I only got it the last 2 turns, having these ones pretty much uncontested by turn 3 was huge for me.
I legitimately, I didn't anticipate these guys being as melee crunchy as they are.
Yeah.
That's obscene.
They are
hitting on 2s, strength 10.
I mean, not losing the shooting too. They are. I think they're still overcosted to be like a truly like tournament competitive unit.
Yeah.
But in a not super competitive setting, especially when they don't get a lot of heavy anti-tank on them, they just walk around and they clear stuff.
Like, I mean, and you'll notice, like, my anti-tank is all my smites.
Yeah,
like, that's what I do. I got to be really close
and
for that.
I do think having a canticle, let me ignore mortals on 5s, that helped a little bit in turn 2. I made a lot of mistakes
Honestly, though, I think you handled it really well. I think it seems like it's a really big balancing act, trying to figure out when you've got your canticles, when your doctrinas, all that. Yeah. And I think, except for the turn 1, you probably didn't need the defensive ones when I couldn't really do anything.
That was the biggest thing. It's like I'm so used to, as AdMech, turn 1, all the defensive buffs, whether the first turn of fire, shoot them back so that they can't hurt you anymore, and then move on. But in this case, I mean, you had so little shooting.
Yeah.
The other thing that I didn't really like factor in what would happen when I blew up the Land Raider and all those guys came out. And, you know, I should have really thought about that more, been playing farther. I think really the best play would have been, sadly, to just like keep everything back until you dropped stuff and then move forward.
I don't know. You got the thing is you got these objectives because you pushed forward.
It was weirdly like a supreme misdirection for both of us because I didn't expect this to pan out the way it did.
I didn't either.
I just kind of moved around here and it got me a bunch of points.
Yeah, good job, Dreadknights. My Dreadknights, they usually just melt, but you focused your fire elsewhere, reasonably so, I think.
And you locked down the neutron laser for 2 turns, and that meant that, you know, because of D3 shooting, you really need the neutron laser to like really do a lot to one thing and then whittle it down with everything else.
Is it blast?
But it is blast.
So yeah, no in melee. Oof.
Yeah.
Well, Purifiers kicked ass there. I didn't think I mean, the 1 wound models, it's so hard, but yeah, they kicked ass.
Yeah, my Dominus, Straxos, he did really pull through for me too, though, staying alive for that 1 turn in melee, so that they couldn't then consolidate into my Vanguard and just like screw up everything down here. I think bought me a lot more time to deal with everything back here, so that by the time we finished killing all of my units on my deployment zone, I had this locked down enough to hold on to it.
I think not killing your Dominus and me failing every single charge turn 2.
That was brutal.
That was like 7 rolls that if I had gotten a Dreadknight or 2 in at that point, how different that would have been right there.
I mean, I think then I would have just been basically tabled.
Defensive. I didn't know what to do with this. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
They got kind of trapped over here, though. Like, they came here, they took this objective, killed some Terminators, and then they just sort of started slowly ambling.
That was kind of what I was aiming for by going that direction. I was hoping I would draw them that way. Yeah. I think this dude with his sword, he could have done something. Definitely my Hammer Dreadknight would have crushed him.
One thing about the Gastallons that is not great is their invuln is only for shooting. So if you get a great melee, high strength IP in there, they just die.
Yeah. What was the MVP unit for you?
MVP unit for me, I mean, there's a lot. I really think, I think it's got to be the Traxi, actually, because really, they are the ones responsible for getting me the points that won me the game.
Yeah.
The Rust Stalkers did great clearing those Terminators, and then the Fulgurites, dropped keeping them in Deep Strike until I needed them definitely really paid off. And I do think I put them in the right spot. Putting them there.
These guys are obscenely tanky.
They're so cool. And I don't think I got the full test I wanted out of this, giving them light cover every turn so they have a 2-up. But I do think that there's promise in that.
Yeah, and I think it worked really well.
Yeah, a unit of 10 against... that you move appropriately, keep them in cover until they pop out. They can absorb so much light infantry fire, and then if they get hit by bigger guns, that's not hitting something else. And they're only
It's 85 points for 5. Like, that's not bad.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about this guy. He got me all the 15 points I needed back there. He did his job.
He did his job.
He did his job.
True Martian.
No! Oh no!
He didn't end up fighting any of his friends. He just kind of watched from a distance. Was kind of like, I
Yeah.
hope they don't recognize me.
He's like, oh god, just kind of like walking his head like duck down.
It's not me.
Awesome. Well, Toby, thank you so much for playing.
Yeah, this was great.
Yeah. Wow, what a complicated army.
I know. I mean, we've been here for hours and hours, and most of
This is
that
a
time
long
is just
day.
me remembering my rules.
I gotta go help a friend move and then make dinner after this. So I am. Oh boy. Well, again, thank you so much for coming by. That was a ton of fun.
It was excellent.
Yeah, I guess everybody on the internet, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, die, and all that in that order, please.
Yeah, and sign up for the Patreon.
Yes. Thanks.